We're just getting underway here in the Hyderabad E-Champions versus Anurag Nalgonda Knights match. And what a start it's been for batting team. They've got a great foundation to build upon, with Gaurav Reddy and Jashwat Moat setting the tone. The wicketkeeper, none other than Dev Mehta, is looking sharp behind the stumps. The batsmen are taking their time, but they're making it count. Every run counts in this match. The partnership between Gaurav Reddy and Jashwat Moat is looking solid at 8 runs and counting. They've taken their time to come out of the blocks, but once they got going, they didn't look back. The bowling attack from Anurag Nalgonda Knights is still finding its footing. Ajay Devgaud's first over has been a bit of a free pass for the batsmen. The current score reads 8-0, with 1.2 overs completed. The run rate is looking healthy at 6 runs per over. We'll be keeping an eye on how this partnership unfolds and whether any new wickets fall to give us a glimpse into the team's strategy. It's going to be an interesting match, folks. We're just getting underway here in the first over of this exciting encounter between Hyderabad E-Champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights. The batting side, Hyderabad E-Champions, are off to a strong start, with Gaurav Reddy and Jashwat Moat forming a formidable partnership at the top. They've taken their time to get settled, but once they did, they started to pile on the runs. Moat's 7 runs off just 6 balls have set the tone for this innings, and now he's looking to build on that foundation with Reddy by his side. The bowling attack from Anurag Nalgonda Knights looks relatively fresh, with Ajay Devgaud starting things off. He's kept it tight so far, conceding just 1 run in his first over. The economy rate is a concern, but for now, the batsmen are taking their time to adjust and find the gaps. As we look at the current scoreboard, Hyderabad E-Champions have 8 runs on the board, with no wickets lost. This is shaping up to be an interesting contest, with both teams looking eager to make a statement. The partnership between Reddy and Moat will be crucial in setting the tone for this innings. Can they build on their early momentum and put pressure on the opposition? The crowd is on the edge of their seats, waiting to see how this one unfolds. We're in the midst of an exciting opening spell here at the Hyderabad E-Champions versus Anurag Nalgonda Knights match. And what a start it's been for both teams. The batting side is off to a flying start, with Jashwat Moat and Gaurav Reddy forming a formidable partnership. Moat has been in scintillating form so far, with 7 runs off just 6 balls, while Reddy has chipped in with some crucial single scoring to keep the scoreboard ticking over. The bowling side, meanwhile, is looking to get their act together quickly. Ajay Devgaud has started things off on a positive note, conceding just 1 run off his 20-yard spell so far. The economy rate may be a concern for Gaud and his teammates, but it's early days yet, and they'll be keen to build on this foundation. As we enter the second over, the partnership between Moat and Reddy continues to show no signs of slowing down. They've added another run to their total, and the scoreboard now reads 8-0. This is a great platform for the batting side to establish themselves, and it'll be interesting to see how they choose to play out the next few overs. The Hyderabad E-Champions batting lineup looks strong, with several players capable of making big contributions. And on the other hand, we're not getting much resistance from the Anurag Nalgonda Knights bowling attack just yet. The pressure is certainly on for them to deliver some wickets and turn this match around. What a start by Dev Mehta. He's got the Knights off to a flyer with back-to-back 4s, setting the tone for an exciting match ahead. A 4 on the first ball of his over, and now another one just 2 deliveries later. What a start from Dev Mehta. A well-placed 4 off the first delivery of his spell. Gaurav Reddy takes advantage of the loose ball and sends it soaring past point for a boundary. The run rate is already ticking up at 9. 2 and Hyderabad E-Champions are looking to make a strong opening stand. This could be a crucial partnership for them as they look to build momentum in this match. The Knights' batsmen will need to respond quickly to keep the pressure off their bowlers. The current partnership stands at 23 runs, but it's still early days and anything can happen. Will Dev Mehta continue to keep things tight, or will the openers take advantage of his slightly expensive economy rate? We're seeing a fantastic start from the batting team, with Gaurav Reddy and Jashwat Moat setting the tone for their side. The scoreboard is looking great, as they've accumulated 23 runs without losing a single wicket. The partnership between these two batsmen has been instrumental in putting on pressure on the opposition. Gaurav Reddy's aggressive approach has been on full display, scoring 10 runs off just 6 balls. He's taking his time to settle into the game, and it's paying dividends for his team. On the other hand, Jashwat Moat has been more composed, taking a bit longer to get going, but eventually finding his groove with 13 runs off 9 balls. Dev Mehta has been tasked with breaking this partnership, but so far, he's struggled to make an impact. The economy rate of 10.67 is a concern for the bowling team, and they'll need to tighten up their lengths if they want to get back into this game. As we head towards the middle overs, it's going to be crucial for both teams to maintain their momentum and avoid losing wickets. The current run rate of 9.2 is impressive, and with no fall of wickets yet, the batting team will look to continue their dominance. Will they be able to post a substantial total on the board? The opposition will need to come up with a solid plan to take them down. We're into the early stages of this one-sided affair, with Hyderabad champions taking charge from the get-go. Gaurav Reddy and Jashwat Moat are setting a blistering pace for their team, leaving Anurag Nalgonda Knights in the dust. The scoreboard reads 23-0, and these two batsmen are running riot, putting on a partnership that's looking increasingly unassailable by the minute. Gaurav Reddy is taking it upon himself to drive the innings forward, scoring 10 runs off just 6 balls, while Jashwat Moat is chipping in with 13 runs of his own from 9 deliveries. Dev Mehta's bowling has been a letdown so far, conceding 16 runs in his short stint on the field. The Hyderabad champions skipper seems to be handling the pressure well, though, as he continues to keep things tight despite an economy rate that's creeping up alarmingly at over 10 runs per over. The Anurag Nalgonda Knights will need a total overhaul if they're going to get back in this one, and it won't come easily. These two batsmen are just getting started, and Hyderabad champions are looking like the dominant force here. What a start from Dev Mehta. A huge 6 off the last ball of the over, sending Gaurav Reddy soaring down the ground for a maximum. The scoreboard is now 31 for no wickets, and the run rate is already ticking along at 10. 33 and over. This is turning out to be a very even contest so far, with neither team giving an inch. Gaurav Reddy's big shot has given him some breathing space, but Jashwat Moat will need to focus if he's going to build on this foundation and take the score further up. We're seeing a blistering start from the batting team, who are currently riding high on their opening partnership. With the score sitting comfortably at 31 runs for no wickets, the momentum is firmly in their favor. Jashwat Moat and Gaurav Reddy have been taking it upon themselves to build this foundation, with Moat contributing 13 crucial runs off just 10 deliveries and Reddy chipping in with a more measured 16 off his 8-ball stint. The bowling team, on the other hand, is still finding its footing. Ajay Devgowd has been tasked with setting the tone for his team's attack, but so far, he's struggled to make an impact, conceding 7 runs off his solitary over. The economy rate of 7 per over isn't exactly ideal, and it remains to be seen if Gowd can get back on track. As we head into the next phase of this match, the batting team will look to continue their dominance, while the bowling team will need to find a way to break through the partnership. With no wickets fallen, the pressure is still firmly on the batsmen to keep pushing for runs and take this game in their favor. Can they maintain this level of performance, or will the bowling team manage to get back into the contest? The clock is ticking, and we're eager to see what unfolds next. What a start by Pranav Varma. He's trying to make an impact early on, but it looks like the Hyderabad E-Champions batsmen are taking him apart at will. Gaurav Reddy has just taken his first 4 of the innings, and that set up another comfortable single off the next ball. The partnership is now 38 runs in just 22 deliveries, with neither bat looking to take risks. The Anurag Nalgonda Knights might be getting a reality check here, but this could be their chance to get back into the game if they can contain the Hyderabad batsmen's aggressive play. Pranav Varma has been expensive so far, conceding 7 runs in just 0. 4 overs. Can he find his rhythm and restrict these batsmen further? The question is, what will Jashwat Mote do next? We're in the midst of an exciting match here, with Hyderabad E-Champions taking on Anurag Nalgonda Knights. The batting side is off to a fantastic start, posting a total of 31 runs without losing a single wicket. Jashwat Mote and Gaurav Reddy are the duo leading the charge, with Mote contributing 13 runs from just 10 deliveries and Reddy chipping in with 16 runs off 8 balls. The current partnership is worth 31 runs, having built it up over 18 deliveries. Ajay Devgaud's bowling has so far been quite economical, conceding only 7 runs from his 1 over. The wicket-keeper roles are currently vacant on both teams, which might be a concern for the batting units as they look to rotate strike and avoid losing their momentum. Let's take a look at the recent over stats. It's been a bit of an inconsistent spell so far, with 2 fours and 3 singles in succession. The target score is not yet set, but this early start by Hyderabad E-Champions puts them in a commanding position. We're just getting underway here, and it'll be fascinating to see how both teams progress from here on out. Will they continue to build on this promising start? What a stunning turn of events. Pranav Varma's delivery knocked over the stumps, and Gaurav Reddy is given out LBW. That's his first wicket in this match, and it's coming at a crucial time for Anurag Nalgonda Knights. Jashwat Mote will be relieved to see his partner go, but he'll need to focus on the task at hand now, adding more runs to the board and keeping his team in contention. The current run rate is still looking healthy at 10.5, but every wicket taken increases the pressure on the batsmen. Can Jashwat Mote continue his aggressive batting style to take Anurag Nalgonda Knights closer to a competitive total? The Hyderabad E-Champions bowlers will be eager to keep the pressure on and limit their opponent's scoring opportunities. This could get interesting, folks. Will Anurag Nalgonda Knights be able to recover from this setback, or will the Hyderabad E-Champions bowling unit prove too strong for them? We're into the 4th over now, and Hyderabad E-Champions are well on their way to posting a competitive total. With Jashwat Mote leading from the top, they've already breached the 40-run mark, thanks in part to some loose bowling from Dev Mehta. The Knights' strike rate is ticking upwards as Mote continues his aggressive innings, having dispatched 15 runs off just 12 deliveries. The partnership between Mote and his opening partner has been a solid one so far, with the 2 batsmen taking advantage of the Knights' early struggles to build a strong foundation. It's now up to Dev Mehta to try and slow their progress, but the Hyderabad bowler is struggling to find his footing in this over. The recent over stats show that Mehta has struggled to contain Mote, conceding 9 runs off just 5 deliveries. The pressure will be on the Knights' batting line to respond positively to this spell and keep the scoreboard ticking over. But for now, it's all about Mote and his relentless pursuit of runs, keeping the Hyderabad E-Champions in a commanding position. As we head into the next over, the question on everyone's mind is, can the Anurag Nalgonda Knights stem the tide? Or will they find themselves bowled out again, struggling to keep pace with this formidable batting pair? The clock is ticking, and it's time for them to respond. What an exciting start to this match between Hyderabad E-Champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights. The batting team is off to a blistering pace, with Jashwat Mote leading the charge. He's taken 15 crucial runs in just 12 balls, leaving his partner with a relatively modest score of 0 so far. The run rate is a sizzling 10.5, and it's clear that both batsmen are looking to make the most of this opportunity. The bowling team, led by Dev Mehta, has been under pressure so far. He's conceded 22 runs in just 2 overs, with an economy rate of 11, not ideal for a bowler who's supposed to be setting the tone for his team. The recent over stats show a mix of singles and fours, but it's clear that Dev Mehta needs to tighten up his lines if he wants to stem the flow of runs. The partnership between Jashwat Mote and his partner is looking promising, with 42 runs built up in just 24 balls. The batsmen are rotating strike well and avoiding any loose shots, which is a testament to their maturity and focus. As we head into the next phase of the match, it's anyone's game. Will Hyderabad champions continue to dominate, or can Anurag Nalgonda Knights stage a stunning comeback? The Hyderabad champions are off to a blistering start, racing past Anurag Nalgonda Knights with an impressive run rate of 10.5. Jashwat Mote is in scintillating form, having already scored 15 crucial runs off 12 balls at the top of the innings. The batsman's aggressive approach has set the tone for his partnership with the other batsman, who is looking to build on this momentum. Dev Mehta, the Hyderabad champions bowler, has been tasked with breaking this partnership and getting Anurag Nalgonda Knights back into the game. However, so far, he's struggled to make an impact, conceding 22 runs off just 2 overs. The economy rate of 11 is a concern, and it remains to be seen how the batsmen will respond to the pressure. With the score currently standing at 42-1, the batting team has plenty of room for error. But if they can continue to rotate strike and find ways to add more runs to their total, they may just have enough to post a competitive total. The question on everyone's mind is, can Anurag Nalgonda Knights' bowling unit turn this game around? Or will Hyderabad champions continue to pull away? What a dramatic start from Hyderabad champions. Akhil Rathod's first 3 balls have been all about the wides and boundaries for Patkuri Nitish Reddy, who has taken advantage of those generous deliveries. The young batsman is now looking to capitalize on that momentum, with Jashwat Mote at the other end. A few runs could be crucial in establishing a strong foundation for this batting team. The question is, can Hyderabad champions maintain their aggressive approach and keep the pressure on Anurag Nalgonda Knights? The current run rate of 12 is quite impressive, but it remains to be seen how long they can sustain it. One thing's certain, though, Jashwat Mote is certainly making his presence felt with those big shots. Will Hyderabad champions continue to push the boundaries and take control of this match, or will Anurag Nalgonda Knights find a way to stem the flow? The tension is building, and we're just getting into the thick of things. We're in the midst of an exciting match here between Hyderabad champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights, with the batting team currently enjoying a commanding lead. The scoreboard reads 54 for 1 wicket, with Jashwat Mote and Patkuri Nitish Reddy at the crease. Mote is looking in fine form, having scored 19 runs off just 13 deliveries, while his partner at the other end has contributed a mere 5 runs off 2 balls. The partnership between them stands at 12 runs so far. The bowling side, led by Akhil Rathod, is struggling to get into the game, conceding 12 runs in just 3 overs. This doesn't bode well for the team's chances of getting back into this match. The recent over stats show a mix of wides and dot balls, which isn't ideal for the bowling side. It's worth noting that neither team has lost any wickets yet, so we're still in the early stages of this contest. However, with Mote's aggressive batting, it seems like the batting team is taking control of the match. The question now is, how will Anurag Nalgonda Knights respond to this dominant display from Hyderabad champions? We're seeing an exciting start here in the match between Hyderabad champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights, with the batting team currently enjoying a comfortable position. They've reached a score of 54-1, thanks largely to Jashwat Mote's impressive form. He's already racked up 19 runs off just 13 balls, leaving him in a great nick. Patkuri Nitish Reddy is looking solid at the other end, with just 5 runs needed to keep him going. The bowling side, led by Akhil Rathod, is struggling to contain this impressive partnership. So far, they've conceded only 12 runs off their half an over, but it's worth noting that the economy rate has shot up to a rather alarming 24 per ball. The batsmen are taking full advantage of the loose deliveries and rotating strike expertly. As we look at the scorecard, there's no fall of wickets yet, which suggests that both batsmen have been well protected by their opening partnership. Meanwhile, the recent over stats reveal a mix of wides and dot balls, with the bowling side looking to regroup and find some consistency. It's worth noting that neither team has a designated captain or wicketkeeper at present, so we'll have to wait and see how this dynamic unfolds as the match progresses. With the score in this state, it's anyone's game. Will Hyderabad champions continue to build on their strong start, or can Anurag Nalgonda Knights mount a comeback? The tension is palpable here, folks. The Hyderabad champions are off to a blistering start, chasing down targets with ease. They've taken control of the match, posting a score of 54-1 in just over 4 overs. Jashwat Mote is proving to be a valuable asset at the top of the order, his aggressive batting style helping to accelerate the run rate. He's currently on 19 runs off 13 balls, while Patkuri Nitish Reddy has chipped in with 5 crucial runs. The bowling side, led by Akhil Rathod, is struggling to contain the batsmen. The young fast bowler has conceded a whopping 12 runs in just 3 overs, putting pressure on his teammates to take wickets. Despite this, the Hyderabad champions are still looking comfortable, their partnership showing no signs of faltering. Let's look at the batting figures. Jashwat Mote is on 19 off 13 balls, while Patkuri Nitish Reddy has a more modest 5 runs off just 2 deliveries. The partnership between these two batsmen looks solid, but will they be able to sustain it and take their team to a strong position? Meanwhile, the bowling side needs to regroup and come up with a strategy to get them out of this hole. Can Akhil Rathod's pace unit stem the flow of runs and bring some much-needed wickets? The match is still in its infancy, but one thing's for sure, it's shaping up to be an exciting contest. We're in the midst of an exciting contest here between Hyderabad champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights, with the batting team currently holding sway at 54-1. 4 overs have been completed, resulting in a run rate of 12, indicating that the batsmen are playing with abandon. Jashwat Mote is the star of the show for the batting team, having scored 19 runs off just 13 balls, while Patkuri Nitish Reddy has contributed 5 valuable runs off just 2 deliveries. The bowling side, led by Akhil Rathod, has struggled to make an impact thus far. Despite conceding 12 runs in his short spell of 0.3 overs, the economy rate remains a concern at 24. The batsmen have taken full advantage of this, posting a partnership of 12 runs off just 3 deliveries. It's clear that the bowling team needs to regroup and come up with a solid plan to dismiss the batsmen quickly. The scorecard currently reads as if there are no fall of wickets, indicating that both batsmen are still going strong. The recent over stats show a mix of wides and full balls, suggesting that the bowlers might be having trouble getting their lengths right. Will Hyderabad champions continue to dominate, or will Anurag Nalgonda Knights mount a comeback? Only time will tell as this contest unfolds further. We're in the midst of a thrilling encounter between Hyderabad champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights, with the batting team currently enjoying a dominant position on the scoreboard. At 54-1, they've made a comfortable start to their innings, with Jashwat Mote and Patkuri Nitish Reddy forming a crucial partnership that's yielding valuable runs. Mote, in particular, has been in scintillating form, having accumulated 19 runs off just 13 balls. His aggressive approach is keeping the opposition's bowlers on their toes, while also putting pressure on the batsmen at the other end to keep up with his scoring rate. Nitish Reddy, on the other hand, has provided a more measured approach, chipping in with 5 crucial runs off just 2 balls. The bowling team, led by Akhil Rathod, is still searching for its footing, having conceded 12 runs in just 0.3 overs. The recent over statistics suggest that this is an over that's had some issues, with a couple of wides and a few dot balls making appearances. Despite the challenges, the bowlers will be looking to bounce back quickly and start putting pressure on the batsmen again. As we head into what promises to be another crucial phase of the innings, one thing is clear: Hyderabad, champions, will need to continue their momentum if they're to make a significant impact in this match. Will Moat and Nitish Reddy be able to extend their partnership and set up a platform for their team? The tension is palpable as we look forward to what's next in this captivating contest. The game is unfolding at a brisk pace here in the city, with Hyderabad champions taking an early lead against Anurag Nalgonda Knights. The batting side has been well set, currently on 54 for the loss of just 1 wicket. Jashwat Moat and Pakuri Nitish Reddy have formed a strong partnership so far, with Moat scoring 19 runs off 13 balls at a healthy strike rate. The bowling side has struggled to contain them, with Akhil Rathod conceding 12 runs in his short stint of just 3 overs. The recent over statistics show the bowling side is still finding its footing, with a mix of wides and dot balls keeping things competitive. However, the batting team's confidence is growing, and they're looking to build on this momentum. The partnership between Moat and Nitish Reddy will be crucial in determining how quickly the batting team can reach their target score. As we look at the batting lineup, it's clear that the top order has been quite aggressive, with both batsmen showing great intent. The bowling side will need to regroup and adjust their strategy if they're going to take wickets and slow down the run rate. We're in for a thrilling contest here, folks. And here comes the next over, Pranav Varma's third of this spell. He's trying to get back on track after conceding a boundary in his previous over. The batsmen are looking to push the score further ahead. A single taken by Pakuri Nitish Reddy off the last ball, and now he's facing another short ball. 2 singles taken by Pakuri, Nitish Reddy, and Jashwat Moat off consecutive deliveries from Pranav Varma. A dramatic turn of events with the dismissal of Pakuri Nitish Reddy. Vaishnav Reddy takes a sharp catch to send the batsman back, and now he's got 2 wickets in his first spell. Hyderabad champions are still riding high on their solid partnership between Jashwat Moat and Rahul Budai, though. The latter is getting into some tricky situations with Pranav Varma, who's looking for a way to break the shackles. Shanmuka Ashwin steps up, sensing an opportunity to make an impact. He sends in a few short balls to keep Jashwat Moat on his toes, but the batsman is staying calm and focusing on rotating the strike. Rahul Budai is also playing his part, using his feet well to stay positive. This could be a crucial phase of the match, with Hyderabad champions trying to consolidate their position before Anurag Nalgonda Knights make any real inroads. Will Jashwat Moat and Rahul Budai manage to take this partnership beyond 50? The crowd is on the edge of their seats as Shanmuka Ashwin continues his tight bowling. What a thrilling contest we have unfolding here between Hyderabad champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights. The batting side, Hyderabad, has made a strong start with Jashwat Moat and Rahul Budai leading the charge at the crease. They're currently in a partnership of 32 runs off 22 balls, showcasing their impressive batting skills. This partnership is crucial as they aim to set up a solid foundation for their team. In contrast, the bowling side has been relatively successful, with Pranav Varma striking twice and conceding just 15 runs in his 2 overs so far. However, there's always room for improvement, especially when it comes to economy rates, which have been slightly above par at 7.5. Let's take a look at the current batting figures. Jashwat Moat has made an impressive start with 28 runs off just 20 balls, while Rahul Budai is looking to build on his modest 2-run contribution so far. The question remains, how long can they sustain their partnership and push the scoreboard further? Meanwhile, Pranav Varma's performance is a story of contrasting fortunes. He took 2 wickets in his last over, but has struggled with his economy rate, giving away 15 runs in just 2 overs. Will he be able to regain his composure and make an impact on the game? As we head into the next phase of the match, every run counts, and every wicket falls is a significant loss for both teams. The batting side needs to keep pushing the scoreboard forward, while the bowling side must work tirelessly to take wickets and restrict runs. This one's shaping up to be an intriguing contest. We're into the 7th over now, and the score has taken on a fascinating shape. Hyderabad champions are cruising along at a rate of 9.86 runs per over, with Jashwat Moat and Rahul Budai combining for 69 runs so far. The partnership between these 2 batsmen is proving quite resilient, with only 1 wicket to show for the opposition's efforts. Pranav Varma has been the lone bright spot for Anurag Nalgonda Knights, taking a single wicket off his 2 overs thus far. He's keeping things tight, though, with an economy rate of 7.5. Looking at the scorecard, we see that neither team has lost any wickets yet, which is a testament to the solidity of both lineups. The current partnership between Jashwat and Rahul is in its early stages, having scored just 4 runs off 5 balls so far. It's worth noting that Hyderabad champions have been looking particularly dominant thus far, with their batting side showing no signs of slowing down. As we move forward, it'll be interesting to see how Anurag Nalgonda Knights responds to this dominant display from Hyderabad champions. Can they find a way to break through and get on the board? Or will they continue to struggle at the other end? We'll have to wait and see how this match unfolds in the coming overs. What a fine delivery from Gajugu Ganesh. The Knights' captain, Jashwat Moat, takes advantage of the good length and sends it through mid-on for 2 runs. This over is shaping up nicely, with some excellent fielding by the champions in place. However, the pressure is mounting on Shanmuka Ashwin to pick up a wicket. The batsmen are looking to build momentum here. The current partnership has now reached 36 runs off 29 balls, and it's clear that Jashwat Moat is taking charge of this innings. Can the champions bowlers contain him? This could be a crucial over for Ashwin, as he looks to get his team back in the game. Hyderabad champions are cruising along at a blistering pace, with Jashwat Moat and Rahul Budai forging an impressive partnership that's yielding runs at an incredible rate. The current score stands at 79 for 2 wickets down, with the batting side enjoying a commanding advantage over their opponents, Anurag Nalgonda Knights. The duo has already posted 36 and 3 respectively in just 25 and 3 deliveries, showcasing the threat of the Hyderabad champions' top order. As Shanmuka Ashwin takes to the bowling crease, the pressure is mounting on the batting pair to maintain their momentum. However, Ashwin's economical spell so far suggests that he might pose a challenge for Moat and Budai. The recent over stats reveal a mix of wides and dot balls, which could have been crucial in slowing down the run rate. With 8 overs completed at this point, Hyderabad champions are well on their way to setting a formidable target for the visitors. The current partnership stands at 14 runs, and any further damage from Ashwin could upset the batting order's momentum. As we move into the next phase of the match, the tension is palpable. Will the Anurag Nalgonda Knights be able to stem the tide? Or will Hyderabad champions continue their dominant display? What a sensational catch by Vaishnav Reddy. He's taken an important wicket for Hyderabad champions, dismissing Jashwat Moat off the last ball of the over. This is turning out to be a crucial moment in the match. The run rate has been accelerating at a rapid pace, and now they're looking to push on and build some more momentum. Shanmuka Ashwin's spell has gotten things back under control for Hyderabad E-champions, but Anurag Nalgonda Knights will need to regroup quickly. Can Rahul Budai and the new batsman at the other end take advantage of this reprieve? They're facing a tricky over, with the wicketkeeper from the other team looking sharp. This is going to be an interesting phase in the game. What a thrilling start to this match between Hyderabad E-champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights. The batting side, Hyderabad E-champions, are off to a blistering start, with Rahul Budai expertly navigating the crease alongside his counterpart. They've taken their partnership to 14 runs in just 12 deliveries, showcasing an impressive display of skill and teamwork. With the current score standing at 79-3, it's clear that this batting lineup is capable of producing some remarkable moments. The batsmen are taking full advantage of the loose balls bowled by Shanmuka Ashwin, who has already claimed 2 crucial wickets in his first over. Despite conceding just 4 runs, the bowling side will be keen to maintain their momentum and put further pressure on Hyderabad E-champions. The fall of wickets so far is quite telling. With 3 batsmen dismissed, it's a testament to the quality of the opposing team's bowling unit. As the match progresses, we can expect some interesting dynamics to emerge, particularly with regards to the partnership between Rahul Budai and his counterpart. Will they be able to build on this momentum and take Hyderabad E-champions towards a respectable total? The crowd is certainly sensing an exciting contest brewing. What a contrast in fortunes for Anurag Nalgonda Knights now. Shanmuka Ashwin, the Hyderabad E-champion spinner, is taking control of this match with his economical bowling. Another tight over from Shanmuka Ashwin, just a single run off the last ball. This is a crucial period for Hyderabad E-champions, who are looking to build momentum after a relatively slow start to their innings. Rahul Budai has been quite positive so far, but he'll need to be more aggressive if they're going to take control of this game. The pressure's on from Anurag Nalgonda Knights' end as well. They can't afford to give away too many runs and lose wickets. This is turning out to be a real nail-biter. We're now in the 9th over of this thrilling match between Hyderabad E-champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights, with the batting team on 83-3. The run rate has picked up significantly, standing at an impressive 9.22, indicating a strong momentum for the home team. Rahul Budai is the current striker, having scored 5 crucial runs off just 5 balls, while Ilgani Varan Goud chases down the other end with 2 valuable runs to his name. The partnership between these 2 batsmen has been instrumental in keeping their team's hopes alive. With 4 runs added in just 5 deliveries, it's a testament to the batsmen's ability to rotate strike and build on each other's strokes. Meanwhile, Gajagu Ganesh continues to test the opposition with his tight bowling, conceding just 10 runs off 1 over. The batting team is still in a precarious position, having lost 3 wickets already. However, their current partnership and the impressive run rate suggest that they might be able to bridge the gap between themselves and the target score. Will Rahul Budai and Ilgani Varan Goud continue to build momentum for their team? The tension is palpable as we wait to see how this match unfolds next. We're seeing a very different story unfolding here in the Hyderabad E-champions versus Anurag Nalgonda Knights match. The batting side, led by Rahul Budai and Ilgani Varan Goud, has taken advantage of Gajagu Ganesh's struggles to post an impressive 83-3 after just 9 overs. This partnership, currently worth 4 runs, is a crucial one for the team as they look to build momentum on this relatively flat track. The batsmen are playing with caution, looking to rotate strike and avoid any unnecessary risks. Budai has been particularly positive, scoring 5 runs off just 5 balls, while Varan Goud has provided a more measured approach, adding just 2 runs in his brief stint at the crease. Meanwhile, Ganesh has struggled for form, conceding 10 runs off 1 over. The bowling side will be looking to get back on track here, and Gajagu Ganesh's economy rate of 10 is quite alarming. The Anurag Nalgonda Knights bowlers need to find a way to stem the flow of runs if they're going to have any hope of getting back into this match. What a turn of events here. Anvith Reddy's strategy seems to be working as he keeps the pressure on Rahul Budai. The batsman is finding it challenging to deal with the left-arm spinner's variations. But then comes the big shot. Ilgani Varan Goud takes Anvith Reddy to 4, getting his team back in the game. The scoreboard now reads 83-3, and the Knights are looking to capitalize on this momentum. Can they build on this? We're in the midst of an intense battle here between Hyderabad E-champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights, with both teams fighting tooth and nail for a crucial win. The batting team has taken control, currently riding high on 83 runs for 3 wickets down. Rahul Budai is the new striker, looking to capitalize on the momentum, having scored 5 runs off just 5 deliveries. Ilgani Varan Goud, the non-striker, is looking to support his partner with some crucial runs. The bowling side, led by Gajagu Ganesh, has been under pressure so far, conceding 10 runs in a single over. This is an area of concern for the team, and they'll need to tighten up their lines if they're to keep this match competitive. The current run rate stands at 9.22, which, while not out of control, suggests that the batsmen are getting into a good rhythm. The partnership between Rahul Budai and Ilgani Varan Goud is currently ticking along at a steady pace, with 4 runs scored off just 5 deliveries. This suggests that the batsmen are looking to rotate strike effectively and avoid any more wickets falling. The recent over stats show a mix of wides and dot balls, which could be an indication that the bowlers are trying to find their footing. As we head into the next phase of this match, it's clear that both teams will need to make some crucial adjustments if they're to come out on top. Will Hyderabad E-champions continue to build on their lead, or can Anurag Nalgonda Knights mount a stunning comeback? The tension is palpable, and we'll be keeping a close eye on the action as it unfolds. What a crucial over by Anvith Reddy. 2 and 1 more, and the batsmen are looking for some breathing room. Ilgani Varan Goud is taking it easy, just playing singles and nudging the ball around. He's still got the weight of the innings on his shoulders, though 93-3 isn't an unassailable lead by any means. This could be a turning point in the match if the batsmen can sustain this run rate for a bit longer. The bowling side is trying to stem the flow, but it's not easy when you're facing 2 such skilled batsmen up front. Ilgani Varan Goud needs to keep his cool and let the runs come naturally. Anything else could be disastrous. The pressure is on both teams now. Can Hyderabad E-champions build on this momentum, or will Anurag Nalgonda Knights pull off a stunning comeback? 2 runs added to the score by Rahul Budai off Shanmukha Ashwin's delivery, bringing his total to a half-century in just 9 balls. He's looking confident out there, taking on the Hyderabad E-champions' attack with ease. Meanwhile, Ilgani Varan Goud struggles to find room at the crease against Ashwin, unable to take him for a run. The pressure is mounting, and Anurag Nalgonda Knights need their batsmen to stay focused if they're going to post a competitive total. The Hyderabad E-champions' bowling unit seems solid so far, with Shanmukha Ashwin keeping things tight. They've got a good mix of experience and youth, which could prove to be a winning combination for them today. Can Anurag Nalgonda Knights find some magic in their batting lineup to counter this strong bowling attack? The Hyderabad E-champions are cruising along, with Rahul Budai and Ilgani Varan Goud forming a formidable partnership that's showing no signs of slowing down. The batting team is currently on 96-3, having surpassed the halfway mark in their innings. With each passing over, it seems more and more likely that this duo will prove to be the decisive factor in turning the match around. As for the bowling side, Shanmukha Ashwin's performance has been a mixed bag so far. The Indian fast bowler has managed to pick up 2 wickets, but at an economy rate of 4.1 runs per over, it's clear that he's struggled to contain the Hyderabad batsmen. It remains to be seen whether their batting lineup will continue to flourish or if they'll succumb to pressure. The recent over stats suggest a welcome respite from the intense action earlier on, with just one wicket falling in the last quarter of an hour. This could signal that the bowling team is starting to get into a rhythm and potentially pose a greater challenge for the batsmen moving forward. For now, however, it's business as usual for Hyderabad champions, with Budai and Varun Gaud continuing their partnership at a rapid-fire pace. The question remains whether this will be enough to propel them towards a significant victory, or if Anurag Nalgonda Knights can mount a comeback in the latter stages of the innings. What an enticing contest we have here between Hyderabad champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights. The batting side, Hyderabad champions, are currently riding high on a score of 97 for 3 wickets, with Rahul Budai and Ilgani Varun Gaud forming a formidable partnership. These two batsmen have been displaying impressive form, with Budai scoring 9 runs off just 9 balls and Varun Gaud chipping in with 12 valuable runs off 11 deliveries. As the innings progresses, Hyderabad champions are maintaining a brisk run rate of 8.82, putting pressure on their opponents to respond. The bowling team, led by Anvith Reddy, has been struggling to contain this potent batting lineup, conceding 10 runs in just 1 over. This spells trouble for Anurag Nalgonda Knights, who now face a daunting task to stem the flow of runs and prevent further damage. At present, Hyderabad champions are well on course to post a competitive total, with their partnership still going strong at 18 runs off 17 balls. The batting side will be keen to continue this momentum, while Anurag Nalgonda Knights must regroup and devise a strategy to take out these wickets and stem the tide of runs. Will they be able to pull off an upset, or will Hyderabad champions' potent batting prove too much to handle? We're in the midst of a thrilling match here, folks. The Hyderabad champions are looking to build momentum against the Anurag Nalgonda Knights, currently at 97-3. Rahul Budai and Ilgani Varun Gaud have formed an impressive partnership, putting on 18 runs in just 17 deliveries. Their batting form is a testament to the team's depth and quality. Meanwhile, the bowling side has been quite disciplined, with Anvith Reddy keeping things tight despite conceding 10 runs off his single over. The Knights' batting lineup seems to have gotten off to a solid start, but the Warriors' bowlers are doing their best to keep them in check. We're seeing some great footwork and shot selection from Budai and Gaud, who are expertly rotating the strike and using their feet to create singles. The atmosphere is tense, with both teams eager to gain an upper hand. As we look at the scorecard, it's clear that the Knights' wickets have fallen at a relatively slow rate, with no early losses to speak of. This bodes well for Budai and Gaud, who are now in a position to take control of the match. The Warriors will need to keep the pressure on if they're going to pull off this win. Will they be able to build on their momentum and create some more scoring opportunities? That's what we'll be watching closely as the match progresses. What a turn of events! Pranav Varma strikes in the 11th over and catches Rahul Budai off his own bowling. That's a crucial wicket for Hyderabad champions, who were looking to build momentum after that early loss. Now they'll be forced to regroup and think about how to get out of this tricky situation. The pressure is on now for Ilgani Varun Gaud and the rest of the batting lineup. They need to be more cautious and focus on building a partnership to take them past the 100-run mark. And what a way to do it, with Ilgani hitting 4 boundaries in his last 6 deliveries. Can he continue this form to help his team post a competitive total? We're at a fascinating juncture in this match, with Hyderabad champions taking a commanding lead against Anurag Nalgonda Knights. The batting team has reached an impressive total of 97 runs for 3 wickets, courtesy of Rahul Budai and Ilgani Varun Gaud's valiant efforts. The current partnership stands at 18 runs off 17 deliveries, showcasing the solidity of their bond. The batsmen are rotating strike with ease, which is crucial in maintaining a healthy run rate. Hyderabad champions bowlers have been under pressure to restrict the opposition's scoring, but Anvith Reddy has delivered just 1 over so far, conceding only 10 runs at an economy of 10. This indicates that their strategy might be to take wickets before getting into a rhythm. The batting team is well set up for a substantial total, and with 3 batsmen having faced significant amounts of deliveries, they should be able to navigate the middle overs without major issues. Hyderabad champions batting lineup has been in top form so far, and it would be intriguing to see how Anurag Nalgonda Knights bowlers respond to this challenge. Looking ahead, the match is poised on the cusp of a thrilling conclusion. The bowling team will need to regroup and devise a strategy to get back into the game. Will they be able to stem the flow of runs and limit Hyderabad champions' total? Or will they succumb to the pressure and let their opponents chase down a challenging target? The tension is building, and we're eager to see what unfolds next. We're in the midst of a thrilling encounter between Hyderabad champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights, with the batting team currently in command. The scoreboard reads 101 for 4, indicating that Mysore Warriors are firmly in control of the match. The batsmen have been rotating effectively, with Ilgani Varun Goud at the crease, looking to accelerate the scoring further. Meanwhile, the bowling side has shown some promise, with Shanmukha Ashwin picking up 2 wickets in his 3 overs so far, conceding just 12 runs at an economy of 4. The recent over stats are telling, with a mix of dot balls and boundaries that could prove crucial in the match's progression. The partnership between Ilgani Varun Goud and Divish Singh is currently struggling to gain momentum, with neither batsman able to build on their individual scores. It's been an interesting watch so far, but we're still early in the innings, and there's plenty of cricket left to be played. Will Hyderabad champions continue to dominate, or can Anurag Nalgonda Knights stage a comeback? What a thrilling turn of events! Anvith Reddy's delivery takes a sharp turn, and Divish Singh takes advantage, smashing it over the mid-wicket boundary for a 4. The crowd is on their feet as this changes the dynamics of the game. Hyderabad champions now have a new lease on life with some crucial runs. Pranav Varma's pressure has been immense so far, but Anvith Reddy's over has shown that he can pose a threat too. Will Divish Singh and Ilgani Varun Goud be able to build on this momentum? What an exciting contest unfolding here between Hyderabad champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights. The batting team, Hyderabad's, are in a strong position at 110-4, with their top order having held firm against the opposition's bowling attack. Ilgani Varun Goud is currently enjoying a comfortable stay at the crease, having accumulated 18 crucial runs off just 17 deliveries. His partnership with Divish Singh has been instrumental in propelling Hyderabad's score to this impressive total. The bowling team, Anurag Nalgonda Knights, have managed to pick up 2 wickets so far, but are still searching for a breakthrough that could change the complexion of the match. Pranav Varma has been their most successful bowler, conceding just 19 runs off 3 overs while claiming 2 crucial wickets. The recent over stats reveal a mixed bag, with some tight deliveries followed by more loose ones. The fall of wickets history is still blank, indicating that neither team has faced any major setbacks yet. However, the scorecard shows that the partnership between Ilgani and Divish is currently worth 9 runs off 6 deliveries, keeping Hyderabad's momentum intact. As we move forward, it's essential to monitor how Pranav Varma continues to fare against this formidable batting lineup, while also looking out for any potential changes in Anurag Nalgonda Knights' bowling strategy. We're currently watching an intense match between Hyderabad champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights, with the batting team enjoying a strong position at 110 for 4 wickets. The run rate is a brisk 846, indicating that the batsmen are playing aggressively to put pressure on the bowling team. Ilgani Varangaud, the striker, has been instrumental in this innings so far, scoring 18 runs off 17 balls, while Divish Singh, the non-striker, has chipped in with 5 runs off just 3 balls. The current partnership stands at 9 runs for 6 overs, showcasing a steady batting display. On the other hand, Pranav Varma, the bowler, has been quite economical despite conceding 2 wickets and 19 runs off his 3-over spell. His economy rate of 633 is a testament to his discipline and control on the pitch. Looking at the bowling team's efforts so far, it's clear that they're struggling to contain the batsmen. The recent over stats reveal a mix of singles and fours, highlighting the power and precision of the batting lineup. With no fall of wickets history available, we can't pinpoint any specific areas of concern for the bowling side just yet. As we head into the next phase of this match, one thing is certain: both teams will need to be at their best to emerge victorious. The batsmen will look to extend their partnership and put on more runs, while the bowlers will aim to restrict them further. It's going to be an intriguing battle ahead. What a start from Pranav Varma as he continues to keep the pressure on the batsmen. What a relief for Hyderabad champions as Pranav Varma keeps the pressure off with back-to-back singles. The batsmen are taking full advantage of the loose deliveries and rotating strike effectively. Divish Singh and Ilgani Varangaud, in particular, are looking to post some big runs before the end of this innings. The bowling side is now facing a tough question: how to get back into this game. Anvith Reddy has started with a tight over, but conceded 19 runs. The return of Pranav Varma could be just what they needed to spark a revival in their bowling attack. What will the batting team do next? Will they look to go for some big shots or keep the scoreboard ticking along slowly? The clock is ticking, and every run counts as the match enters its final stages. The Hyderabad champions are well and truly in control here, with their batting lineup showing no signs of weakness. Ilgani Varangaud and Divish Singh have formed a partnership that's been steady as can be. But the question on everyone's mind is, when will they look to accelerate? Right now, the runs are flowing at a good rate, with 115-4 not looking like a bad position to be in. The batting side has shown great depth, and it'll be interesting to see how Anurag Reddy responds as he looks to stem the flow of runs. The bowling side has looked a bit patchy so far, but that's to be expected at this stage of the match. Anvith Reddy's economy rate is a concern, sitting at 9.5 runs per over. That's not ideal for a bowler who's supposed to be the anchor of the attack. The partnership between Goud and Singh has been the bright spot in an otherwise underwhelming bowling performance. As we head into the next phase of the match, it'll be crucial for both teams to find their rhythm. Will Hyderabad champions continue to pile on the runs, or will Anurag Nalgonda Knights manage to stem the tide? One thing's for sure: the batting side has shown great promise, and they'll be looking to capitalize on that momentum. Let's see how this one unfolds. What a stunning turn of events. Ajay Devgoud strikes with the very first ball of his second over, sending Divish Singh back to the pavilion. That's a crucial wicket for Anurag Nalgonda Knights as they look to mount a comeback against Hyderabad champions. The pressure is mounting on Ilgani Varangaud and his partner at the other end, who are still trying to build momentum after a slow start. The run rate has picked up slightly, but it's not enough to put any real pressure on the bowling side yet. Can Anurag Nalgonda Knights manage to get back in this game? The question on everyone's mind is, how will Ilgani Varangaud respond after losing his wicketmate? What a thrilling match we have unfolding before our eyes. The Hyderabad champions are currently in a commanding position, with their batting team having posted an impressive total of 116 runs for the loss of 5 wickets. Ilgani Varangaud is continuing to anchor the innings, having scored an impressive 21 runs off just 21 balls. Meanwhile, Ajay Devgoud has made a striking debut for the Hyderabad champions, taking 1 wicket in his first 2 overs. The batting side will be looking to push on and build a strong foundation for their team, with Ilgani Varan Goud and his partner at the crease, attempting to take the score beyond 120 runs. The Anurag Nalgonda Knights bowling attack will be eager to stem the flow of runs and make an impact on the game. As we look at the recent over statistics, it's clear that Ajay Dev Goud has been the difference maker for Hyderabad E-champions. His 2 overs have yielded 8 runs and 1 wicket, showcasing his ability to control the opposition's scoring. The batsmen will need to be mindful of this threat as they attempt to build a substantial partnership. The match is currently in its penultimate stages, with the teams looking to wrap up a comfortable victory. Will the Anurag Nalgonda Knights manage to stage a late comeback, or will Hyderabad E-champions emerge victorious? The tension is palpable, and we can't wait to see what unfolds next. We're in the midst of an intense match here between Hyderabad E-champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights, with the batting team currently on top at 116 for 5 wickets. The run rate is a healthy 8.09, and Ilgani Varan Goud is playing beautifully, scoring 21 runs off just 21 balls. His partnership with the non-striker is proving to be a solid one, with 15 runs added in their last 4 overs. The bowling side, led by Ajay Dev Goud, has shown some promise, taking the wicket of a batsman and conceding just 8 runs from his 2 overs so far. However, the batting team's top order is looking well settled, and they'll be keen to continue the pressure on the opposition. Let's take a look at the scorecard. There are no fall of wickets history or target scores mentioned here, but it's clear that both teams are still in the game. We've got a decent-sized gap between the 2 overs just bowled, and we'll see what happens when they come back on. Will Hyderabad E-champions continue to push for more runs, or will Anurag Nalgonda Knights start to make an impact? The tension is building here. Let's keep watching. What a dramatic turn of events. Ajay Dev Goud's over has been a real thriller, and he's already taken 2 wickets, putting immense pressure on Anurag Nalgonda Knights. The batsman Arfez Ahmed Mohammed is trying to stay in the game, but the Hyderabad E-champions bowler is too good for him. And now, Ilgani Varan Goud steps up, and what a shot. A towering 6 over mid-wicket, taking it all the way to the boundary. That's 28 runs off just 23 balls, and he's already putting the pressure on the Hyderabad E-champions bowling attack. The current partnership is looking precarious, though only 8 runs so far, and they need a lot more to stay in the game. Can Anurag Nalgonda Knights recover from this? The tension is palpable. We're in the midst of an intense contest here, folks, with Hyderabad E-champions facing off against Anurag Nalgonda Knights. The batting side, Hyderabad E-champions, is struggling to find a rhythm, currently on 124.5 after 15 overs. Ilgani Varan Goud and Arfez Ahmed Mohammed are the last pair of batsmen standing, but they're under immense pressure to build a partnership that can propel their team towards a respectable total. Goud is looking to capitalize on his form, having scored 28 runs off 23 balls so far. He's taking the attack to Pranav Varma, who's been trying to keep things tight with an economy rate of 5.75 and 2 wickets to his name. The recent over stats show a mix of tight bowling and some loose deliveries, which could be a crucial factor in determining the outcome of this match. The partnership between Goud and Mohammed is still in its infancy, but they'll need to work together seamlessly if they're going to take Hyderabad E-champions beyond 150 runs. Meanwhile, Pranav Varma's performance has been consistent, and he looks like a key player for Anurag Nalgonda Knights. The question on everyone's mind now is, what will Goud and Mohammed do next? Will they go for big shots or look to rotate the strike and survive until the end of the innings? The Hyderabad E-champions are making steady progress against the Anurag Nalgonda Knights, currently sitting at 124.5 after 15 overs. This is a crucial phase for both teams as the batsmen need to build on their partnership and find some resilience in the face of pressure. Ilgani Varun Goud is providing some much-needed stability, with 28 runs off 23 balls so far, while Arfez Ahmed Mohammed's short stay at the crease has been a worry for the Knights' bowling unit. Pranav Verma, the Hyderabad E-Champions bowler, has shown signs of life, taking 2 wickets and conceding just 23 runs in his 4 overs. The recent over stats reveal a mix of successes and failures, with 1 maiden and a couple of sixes. This has kept the Knights on their toes, making them more vulnerable to any lapse in concentration. The partnership between Ilgani Varun Goud and Arfez Ahmed Mohammed is currently worth 8 runs off just 4 balls, indicating that they're looking to build some momentum before the innings comes to an end. The batsmen need to maintain this level of focus if they want to push Hyderabad E-Champions closer to their target score. Overall, it's been a closely contested match so far, with both teams displaying resilience and determination. As we head into the final stages of the innings, it will be interesting to see how these two teams navigate the remaining overs and come out on top. What a stunning over from Dev Mehta. 4 consecutive boundaries, including 2 sixes, and the Hyderabad E-Champions batsmen are now eyeing a big total. Ilgani Varun Goud is taking full advantage of the loose deliveries, using his feet to great effect. The Anurag Nalgonda Knights attack is looking exposed at this stage. The pressure will be on Dev Mehta to keep up this rhythm and prevent further damage to the batting lineup. What a shot by Ilgani Varun Goud. Dev Mehta's delivery sailed over the mid-wicket boundary for 6, and the Hyderabad E-Champions batsman is now just 1 run away from completing his half-century. The pressure on Anurag Nalgonda Knights is mounting as they look to restrict this formidable batting lineup. Ilgani Varun Goud is taking the attack to the opposition, but Ajay Dev Goud's introduction has brought some much-needed variation to the bowling. The current partnership stands at 31 runs in just 10 deliveries, and it's clear that Hyderabad E-Champions are looking to build on this momentum. The Anurag Nalgonda Knights bowlers need to find a way to stem the flow of runs and get back into this contest. Will they be able to do so before Ilgani Varun Goud reaches his half-century, or will he continue to terrorize the opposition? We're currently witnessing an intense batting display from Anurag Nalgonda Knights, who are looking to post a challenging total against Hyderabad E-Champions' potent bowling attack. The Knights have reached a respectable score of 141.5 in just 15.5 overs, with Ilgani Varun Goud and Arfez Ahmed Mohammed forging an impressive partnership of 45 runs off 28 balls. Goud, the Knights' top scorer, has been looking particularly threatening at the crease, his calm and composed batting a stark contrast to the aggressive approach of Hyderabad's bowlers. The Knights' batting lineup is still intact, with no wickets falling yet, and they'll be keen to build on this momentum and push their total even higher. On the other hand, Hyderabad E-Champions have been struggling to make inroads into the opposition's innings, with Dev Mehta's bowling proving particularly effective. The pacer has conceded a relatively high economy rate of 13.8 runs per over, but his ability to keep the ball away from the batsmen is proving invaluable. As we head towards the halfway mark of the match, it's clear that this is shaping up to be an epic contest between 2 evenly matched teams. The Knights will need to find a way to accelerate their scoring rate if they're to post a total that Hyderabad can realistically chase down. Will Goud and his teammates continue to defy the opposition's bowling, or will Hyderabad E-Champions finally break through to make this match more competitive? The Anurag Nalgonda Knights are now firmly in control, with Hyderabad E-Champions struggling to make any headway. The batting team has lost 5 wickets at a rate that's starting to become increasingly alarming for them. Ilgani Varun Goud is the mainstay of this innings, having built a massive 51-run partnership with Arfez Ahmed Mohammed. However, the latter's relatively low score of just 1 run off 2 balls does raise some concerns about the team's overall balance. Ajay Devgowd has been a thorn in the side for the Knights, picking up that crucial wicket to make it 1-5. His economy rate remains worryingly high at this stage, which suggests he might be on his way out soon. The Knights' bowling unit is starting to look like a well-oiled machine, with the Hyderabad champions struggling to find any sort of rhythm. As we head into the 17th over, the Knights will be looking to capitalize on their dominance and build an even bigger partnership. Ilgani Varun Gaud's ability to rotate the strike effectively is crucial in this context, as he seeks to take his innings to a more substantial level. Can Hyderabad champions mount a comeback, or are they staring at a long day? The tension is palpable here. We're in the midst of a thrilling encounter here between Hyderabad champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights, with the batting team currently on top at 147 for 5 wickets. The run rate is an impressive 9.19, showcasing the aggressive approach from both teams. Ilgani Varun Gaud is leading the charge with a half-century off just 29 deliveries, leaving him poised to take his team towards a substantial total. Meanwhile, Ajay Devgowd has had a bit of a mixed spell so far, conceding 16 runs in 2 overs and claiming 1 wicket. The bowling team will be looking to bounce back from this patchy performance, particularly with the introduction of their new bowlers. Looking at the partnership between Ilgani Varun Gaud and Arfez Ahmed Mohammed, they've managed to build a solid 31-run stand in just 10 deliveries. It's essential for them to extend this partnership further if they're going to set up their team for a competitive total. The bowling side still has plenty of work to do, with several wickets to take and a significant run deficit to close. Can they stem the flow of runs and create more pressure on the batting team? The tension is palpable as we head into the next segment of this captivating match. What a crucial delivery from Shanmuka Ashwin. A well-placed 4 off the last ball of his spell could have potentially changed the momentum in favor of Hyderabad champions. But they still need 50 more runs to reach their target score. The pressure is mounting on Ilgani Varun Gaud at the other end, who's been playing patiently so far. He needs to dig deep and find some runs quickly. The Anurag Nalgonda Knights batsmen are now facing a very tight over from Shanmuka Ashwin, with only 1 run scored off his last 3 deliveries. This could be a turning point in the match, as Hyderabad champions look to capitalize on their opponent's struggles at the crease. The match has taken an interesting turn, with Hyderabad champions posting a total of 152 runs in their innings, losing 6 wickets in the process. The batsmen have shown some resilience, but it's clear that they need to pick up the pace if they want to take advantage of the conditions. Ilgani Varun Gaud and Aniket Reddy are currently at the crease, with Gaud looking solid, having scored 52 runs off 30 balls. The partnership between them is crucial now, as they look to guide their team to a competitive total. Shanmuka Ashwin has been the most successful bowler for Anurag Nalgonda Knights, taking 3 wickets in his 3.3 overs, conceding just 17 runs at an economy rate of 4.86. The batsmen will need to be cautious against his variations, particularly the in-swinger that's been troubling them. The bowling side is looking solid, with their bowlers having shown great discipline and control. However, it's worth noting that the batting team has had some crucial partnerships in the past, which have helped them post big totals. Will they be able to replicate that today? The tension is building as the batsmen look to take on the bowling side and set up a competitive total. As we head into the final overs of this innings, it's anyone's game. Can Hyderabad champions build on their solid foundation and post a total that will give them a good chance of winning? Or will Anurag Nalgonda Knights be able to restrict them to a defendable total? The drama is building, folks. 2 crucial singles on the last 2 balls of the over. Shanmuka Ashwin's length is being exploited by Harshvardhan Singh and Ilgani Varun Gaud. That's a total of 4 runs added to the scoreboard in that over, which should give Hyderabad champions some breathing room. Now, they'll be looking to build on this momentum and put more pressure on Anurag, Nalgonda Knights' batting lineup. The real challenge will begin if they can survive the next few overs and keep their run rate under control. We're in the midst of a thrilling match here between Hyderabad champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights. The batting team, Hyderabad champions, are currently facing a significant challenge as they struggle to survive with 7 wickets down at 154-7. Ilgani Varangaud is the lone warrior on the crease, having scored an impressive 53 runs off just 31 balls so far. He's under immense pressure to continue supporting his teammate Harshvardhan Singh, who's struggling to make an impact with just 1 run off a single ball. The bowling team, Anurag Nalgonda Knights, are looking to wrap this up quickly, and Dev Mehta has been their trusted partner in this endeavor. He's conceded 45 runs off 3 overs so far, maintaining an economy rate of over 15. The recent over stats show that the opposition is struggling to find a way through, with only 1 wicket fallen in the last 5 overs. The current partnership between Goud and Singh is a tentative one, with just 2 runs scored in 2 balls. It's clear that the batsmen are looking to avoid further damage, but it remains to be seen how long they can survive against this formidable bowling attack. Will Goud be able to continue his impressive form, or will he succumb to pressure? The tension is palpable here, folks. Ilgani Varangaud falls for a 53-ball 50. The Hyderabad champions batsman had been looking to take the attack to the Anurag Nalgonda Knights bowling, but ultimately fell to Ajay Dev Goud's sharp delivery. That wicket brings the bowling team back into the game and puts more pressure on Harshvardhan Singh at the other end. Ajay Dev Goud continues to keep the pressure on with a tight over, ending it with a maiden. The Hyderabad champions batsmen will need to be careful now as they look to rotate strike and build on their current total of 155-8. Can they find some momentum in this next over? The match is heating up between Hyderabad champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights, with the batting team currently struggling on 155-8. The run rate is a brisk 9 runs per over, indicating that the batsmen are trying to make the most of their time at the crease. Harshvardhan Singh is facing the next delivery from Ajay Dev Goud, and he's looking to get his innings off to a positive start. The current partnership between Harshvardhan and the batsman is a modest one, with just 3 runs coming off 3 balls. However, it's worth noting that this partnership has been built on some solid defensive play from both batsmen, who are determined not to lose their wickets in quick succession. Ajay Dev Goud, on the other hand, has been the most successful bowler for Anurag Nalgonda Knights so far, taking 2 wickets and conceding just 17 runs off his 2.1 overs. The batting team will be looking to accelerate their run rate if they're going to have any hopes of chasing down a target. But for now, it's business as usual, steady, methodical cricket that's neither particularly exciting nor particularly worrying. As the innings wears on, we can expect to see more aggressive play from both teams, and perhaps even some unexpected twists and turns to keep us on the edge of our seats. The pressure's on Harshvardhan Singh now as he looks to survive against the dangerous Ajay Dev Goud. A dot ball to start this over, Ajay's got him right where he wants him. No run is taken off the last ball, but Harshvardhan knows he needs to be more clinical if he's going to see this one out. A close one. Ajay Dev Goud doesn't want to give away any free runs as he brings up the dot ball. The pressure's on for Hyderabad champions to keep their momentum going with just 8 wickets down. Harshvardhan Singh is looking a bit tentative, and Anurag Nalgonda Knights are sensing an opportunity to get him out. The match is turning into a real contest now, folks. Can the batting side overcome this tricky phase and set up a challenging target for their bowlers? The run rate's still quite high, but the scoreboard doesn't lie. 156-8 is a decent position. Let's see how Harshvardhan Singh responds to Goud's probing delivery. We're seeing a bit of a lull here in the middle overs, but let's take a closer look at where the match stands for us. Hyderabad E-champions are currently batting against Anurag Nalgonda Knights, and they've got a slightly healthier scoreboard with 156-8. But don't be fooled by those 6 wickets down. Harshvardhan Singh and Ilian Sathani are trying to revive this innings with some cautious play. The partnership between these two batsmen is tiny at just 1 run for the loss of 3 balls, but it's a start nonetheless. Ajay Devgaud has been the thorn in their side so far, taking 2 wickets off 2.4 overs and bowling at an economy rate of 6 and 8 runs per over. In terms of the opposition batting lineup, we haven't seen any major fallouts yet. It's all been relatively steady play from Jashwat Moat and Gaurav Reddy so far. But Hyderabad E-champions are still in a good position to post a competitive total if they can keep their wickets intact. As we head towards the end of this innings, it's anyone's game. Can Harshvardhan Singh and Ilian Sathani build on that tiny partnership and take Hyderabad E-champions closer to their target? Or will Anurag Nalgonda Knights' bowling unit step up and get them out again? The tension is building here. Let's see what happens next. We're now in the 17th over of this thrilling contest between Hyderabad E-champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights, with the batting team, Hyderabad E-champions, facing a bit of pressure after losing 8 wickets so far. The score stands at 156-8, with the run rate hovering around 8.83. Harshvardhan Singh is on strike now, looking to build on the single he got off the previous ball, but he's facing some tight deliveries from Ajay Devgaud. The batsmen are still trying to find a rhythm, with Ilian Sathani watching anxiously as his partner at the other end tries to take him away. The partnership is currently worth just 1 run, and it's clear that both batsmen need to be more aggressive if they want to take their team forward. Ajay Devgaud, on the other hand, has been having a decent game with the ball, picking up 2 wickets for 18 runs in his 2.4 overs so far. Let's take a look at the batting figures. Harshvardhan Singh is on 1 run off 3 balls, while Ilian Sathani is on 1 run off just 1 ball. The bowling team has been doing well to restrict the opposition's scoring, and it'll be interesting to see how they continue to do so in the remaining overs of this match. What a crucial over for Anurag Nalgonda Knights. What a stunning turn of events. Akhil Rathod has struck gold with the wicket of Ilian Sathani. The batsman was looking to build on the momentum, but Shanmuka Ashwin's lightning-quick reflexes have snatched that away from him. That's an excellent piece of fielding by Ashwin, and it's going to put a dent in Anurag Nalgonda Knights' batting lineup. Now, the pressure is back on Harshvardhan Singh and his partner at the other end. They'll need to be cautious with their shots and look for singles to keep the scoreboard ticking over. The Hyderabad E-champions bowling unit has been excellent so far, and they're looking to wrap up this innings quickly. Can Anurag Nalgonda Knights mount a successful chase? We're in the 18th over now for the Hyderabad E-champions, and they've lost another wicket. Harshvardhan Singh walks back with a score of 24 off 10 balls, leaving his team on a precarious 158-9. The pressure is mounting, but there's still some hope for them to take this game down to the wire. The batsmen are struggling to find any sort of rhythm, and their partnership has been nothing to write home about. Just 3 runs in 6 overs. It's clear that they're not going to chase down a big target without some dramatic turn of events. The bowling side, led by Akhil Rathod, is doing its job well. 18 runs conceded off just over an hour of bowling. It's been a solid effort from the Hyderabad's attack. The fall of wickets for Anurag Nalgonda Knights hasn't been as dramatic, but they're still in a bit of trouble themselves. Their batting lineup has lost some key players, and they'll need to regroup quickly if they want to have any chance of taking this game all the way. It's turning out to be an intense, back-and-forth battle between these two teams. The Hyderabad E-champions will look to bolster their batting lineup with some new faces, while the Anurag Nalgonda Knights will need to find a way to break through their opponent's defense if they want to get back in this game. We're just scratching the surface of what could be an epic encounter here. What a stunning 6 by Harshvardhan Singh. That takes the Hyderabad champions past the 165-run mark and puts them in a commanding position against Anurag Nalgonda Knights. The pressure is on Harshvardhan Singh now, with his team in a precarious position at 166.9. He's facing Akhil Rathod, who's looking to add to the scoreboard and put some sense of urgency into the batting lineup. A single to keep things ticking over. That's what you'd expect from a bowler like Akhil Rathod, who's still trying to find his rhythm. The Anurag Nalgonda Knights need to think carefully about how they want to approach the next 10 overs. Can Saranu Nishanth and Harshvardhan Singh build on this momentum, or will Akhil Rathod continue to extract runs from them? The Knights' innings is hanging in the balance after a dismal start with the loss of Harshvardhan Singh's wicket. Now, Saranu Nishanth will look to stabilize the batting line and keep his team in the game. Akhil Rathod has been economical so far, but the economy rate is creeping up to 14. Another single taken by Harshvardhan Singh, keeping the pressure off Anurag Nalgonda Knights as they look to close out this match quickly. Ajay Devgaud is proving to be a threat with his economical bowling, but Harshvardhan's ability to rotate strike is crucial for the batting team. With 19 overs completed and only 1 wicket down, it's still anyone's game at this point. Can Hyderabad champions' top order stabilize the innings and push towards a total of over 200? Hyderabad champions are pushing for a total in this innings, with Apurath ready and Sai Vikas ready at the crease, but they're running out of time. The batting team has lost 9 wickets so far, and the score reads 168.9 after 19 overs. The current partnership between Dev Mehta and Pranav Varma is struggling to gain momentum, with just 10 runs scored in 5 balls. Meanwhile, Ajay Devgaud, the bowling captain of Anurag Nalgonda Knights, has been taking wickets at a crucial rate. He's already picked up 2 wickets in his 3 overs, conceding 20 runs at an economy of 6.67. The batsmen are struggling to rotate strike effectively, and Harshvardhan Singh's aggressive batting is coming under pressure. The match is well within the Knights' reach now, with a total of 168 for 9 not being enough to win. They'll be looking to build on their momentum and take advantage of any lapses in the opposition's defense. The tension is building, and this could be a thrilling finish to the innings. A couple of crucial runs from Harshvardhan Singh, who's now putting pressure on Ajay Devgaud to keep his wicket intact. The bowling side is under the spotlight here, and they'll need to think strategically about their next move. With 2 wickets down already, every delivery counts in this high-pressure situation. Can Hyderabad champions' batting lineup continue to push for more runs before Anurag Nalgonda Knights make a comeback? We're in the midst of a thrilling match here, folks. The Hyderabad champions are currently batting against the Anurag Nalgonda Knights, and they've got their work cut out for them. With 170 runs on the board and 9 wickets down, every run is crucial to keep their hopes alive. Harshvardhan Singh is leading the charge at the other end, scoring 12 runs off just 8 balls, while Saranu Nishanth is looking to support him with a couple of runs already. Ajay Devgaud's got a 3-wicket haul so far, conceding 22 runs in his spell. The bowling side is looking solid, but they can't afford to let their guard down now that the batting team has shown some resilience. We've seen 2 overs recently, with the batsmen rotating strike and taking singles to keep the scoreboard moving. The partnership between Harshvardhan and Saranu is worth watching, as it could be a crucial one for the batting side. With 12 runs already on the board, they're looking to build momentum and take their score closer to the target. It's going to be an exciting finish to this match, folks, and we'll be right here with you every step of the way. The Hyderabad champions are in a precarious position, having lost 9 wickets to fall against Anurag Nalgonda Knights. The batting team is now staring into the abyss, with only one batsman, Harshvardhan Singh, showing some semblance of resistance. He's been running down the track and taking on the opposition bowlers, adding 12 crucial runs off just 8 balls. Singh's partnership with Saranu Nishanth has provided a glimmer of hope for the batting team, adding 12 more runs in just 6 balls. However, the bowling side is not to be underestimated, with Ajay Devgowd having taken 2 wickets and conceded only 22 runs off his 3.5 overs. The economy rate is still relatively high at 6.9, but it's clear that Gowd is trying to dictate the terms of the game. The fall of wickets has been a major concern for the batting team, with 9 dismissals so far. But they're not out of hope yet, as long as Singh continues to bat and add some runs. The batsmen will need to be cautious and look to rotate strike effectively if they want to avoid another wicket. As we head into the final stages of this match, it's clear that the Hyderabad E-champions are in a fight for survival. Can Singh and Nishanth lead their team to a miraculous recovery, or will Anurag Nalgonda Knights seal the deal? The tension is palpable as the two teams gear up for what promises to be an exciting conclusion. What a stunning boundary by Saranu Nishanth. The Anurag Nalgonda Knights batsman has taken the scoring momentum into his own hands, unleashing a powerful shot that soars over the boundary for 6. This is an excellent counterattack from the Knights side, who had been struggling to cope with the pressure of chasing down this target. Ajay Devgowd's bowling has shown glimpses of brilliance, but this over has been a bit of a mixed bag. The wickets have fallen at crucial junctures, and the economy rate is starting to creep up. Can the Hyderabad E-champions bowlers regain control of the game? Hyderabad E-champions are in trouble now, with 9 wickets down and still 20 overs remaining in their innings. The batting side needs a miracle to surpass this score, but it's looking increasingly unlikely. Harshvardhan Singh is trying his best to keep the scoreboard moving, scoring 23 runs off just 11 balls at a blistering pace of over 2.5 runs per ball. The partnership between Singh and Saranu Nishanth is one for the ages, with both batsmen showing incredible endurance and determination. The current stands of 29 runs in 11 overs suggests they're building momentum, but it's clear the team's chances are dwindling by the minute. Meanwhile, Akhil Rathod continues to keep things interesting from the bowling end, having conceded just 1 wicket at an economy rate of over 14. A major question mark hangs over the batting lineup, with several players failing to make any impact in their brief stints at the crease. Can Hyderabad E-champions summon the spirit of resilience they've shown in the past? The clock is ticking away, and it's anyone's guess how this match will ultimately unfold. What an intriguing contest we have here between Hyderabad E-champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights. With just 1 wicket down, the batting lineup is still looking robust, boasting a total of 187 runs on the board in 20 overs. The current partnership between Harshvardhan Singh and Saranu Nishanth is ticking along steadily, with 29 runs added to their tally in 11 deliveries. Harshvardhan, the opener for Hyderabad E-champions, has been a force to be reckoned with, scoring an impressive 23 runs off just 11 balls. His batting form is looking quite solid, and he'll look to continue the momentum with his partner Saranu at the other end. What a crucial over for Akhil Rathod as he tries to stem the flow of runs and bring Anurag Nalgonda Knights back into this game. Two singles off consecutive balls, Saranu Nishanth and Harshvardhan Singh making the most of the loose deliveries. The batsmen are now 29 runs away from a half-century stand, but with only one wicket down, any momentum can be quickly reversed. Now the question is, how will Hyderabad E-champions respond to this resurgence? Can they find another way to break the partnership and take two crucial wickets in quick succession? The pressure is on them to keep their cool and pick up a few more wickets. Hyderabad E-champions are in a precarious position, having lost 9 wickets to fall behind Anurag Nalgonda Knights. The batting team's aggressive approach has yielded some impressive runs, with Harshvardhan Singh showcasing his skills by scoring 23 runs off just 11 balls. However, the rate of loss is alarming, and the team will need a miracle to survive this onslaught. The partnership between Harshvardhan and Saranu Nishanth has been the most substantial so far, adding 29 valuable runs in 11 balls. But with Akhil Rathod's economy rate ballooning to 14, the bowling side is starting to look stretched. The bowler has conceded 28 runs off just 2 overs, highlighting a worrying trend. As the batting team struggles, the pressure mounts on them to accelerate their scoring and turn the match around. Can they find some resilience in their batting lineup to stem the flow of wickets? Or will Anurag Nalgonda Knights continue their dominance and seal this crucial win? The tension is palpable as we wait for any positive developments from the Hyderabad E-Champions camp. We're in the final stages of this thrilling encounter between Hyderabad E-Champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights, with Hyderabad E-Champions looking to wrap up this match at a comfortable distance. They've posted an impressive total of 187 for 9 wickets, and it's been a well-crafted innings from their batsmen. Harshvardhan Singh has been the standout performer, scoring 23 runs in just 11 balls, while Saranu Nishanth has chipped in with 8 crucial runs. The partnership between these two batsmen has been a key factor in Hyderabad E-Champions' success, and it's currently standing at 29 runs for their 8th wicket. The bowling side of Anurag Nalgonda Knights has shown signs of life, however, as they've managed to pick up 1 wicket so far. Akhil Rathod has the figures of 128 from his 2 overs, but he'll be disappointed not to have picked up more wickets in such a crucial phase of the game. As Hyderabad E-Champions look to see out this match, their batsmen will need to maintain their focus and keep the scoreboard moving. With just 1 wicket left for them to get rid of, every run counts, and we can expect some cautious batting from both sides. The question on everyone's mind is how Anurag Nalgonda Knights will respond to this total. But for now, it's all about seeing out these final overs and claiming a hard-fought victory. The Hyderabad E-Champions are now in a precarious position, with 9 wickets down and still 11 overs remaining in their innings. The batting side is struggling to make any meaningful progress against Akhil Rathod's accurate bowling. Harshvardhan Singh has been the lone bright spot for the team so far, scoring 23 runs off just 11 balls, a testament to his ability to accelerate the scoring. However, Saranu Nishanth's dismissal has reduced the team's hopes of a comeback. As we look at the scorecard, we see that the current partnership between Harshvardhan Singh and Saranu Nishanth is a crucial one, with 29 runs shared in just 11 balls. The batsmen are rotating strike effectively, but they'll need to be more aggressive to take the game to the next level. Akhil Rathod's bowling has been economical so far, conceding just 28 runs off 2 overs. However, his 1 wicket is a significant scalp for the team. The Hyderabad E-Champions will need to regroup and find a way to break through against Akhil's precise bowling. With the target score still out of reach, the batting side will be under immense pressure to come up with a plan to turn the game around. Can they find a way to accelerate their scoring, or will it be too little, too late for them? The tension is building as we head into the final stages of this crucial match. We're into the late stages of this thrilling match between Hyderabad E-Champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights, with the batting team on the back foot at 187.9. The run rate has slowed to a crawl, but Harshvardhan Singh is doing his best to keep the scoreboard ticking over for the home team. He's currently facing Saranu Nishanth, who's looking to build some momentum before the innings comes to an end. The batting duo has established a partnership of 29 runs in 11 overs, which should provide a decent foundation for the team's total. However, they'll need to be more aggressive if they want to push the score past 200 and put pressure on the bowling team. On the other hand, Akhil Rathod is having a torrid time with the ball, conceding 28 runs in just 2 overs. The economy rate is alarming at 14 per over, and it's clear that he's struggling to contain the batsmen. The Knights bowlers are on top of their game, and they're making sure that the home team doesn't get back into this match. With only 1 wicket fallen so far, the batting team still has a chance to stage a comeback if they can find some momentum quickly. But for now, it's all about survival and trying to build some partnerships before the innings comes to an end. The tension is palpable here at the crease, folks. The match between Hyderabad E-Champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights has been an intense one, with both teams struggling to make headway in their innings. The batting side, currently on 187.9 after 20 overs, is facing a tough test against the bowling attack. Harshvardhan Singh is looking to support his partner Saranu Nishanth at the other end, but the pressure is mounting as every run counts. The partnership between the two batsmen has been steady so far, with 29 runs accumulated in just 11 deliveries. However, the economy rate of Akhil Rathod's bowling has raised concerns, particularly after conceding 28 runs in his last 2 overs. The Hyderabad champions will need to be cautious if they want to avoid further wickets and secure a respectable total. As we head towards the final stages of the innings, it's clear that this match is going to be a closely contested one. The bowling team will look to make the most of their chances, while the batsmen will try to rotate strike and stay at the crease. With 11 overs remaining, the tension is palpable. Can Hyderabad champions post a competitive total, or will Anurag Nalgonda Knights capitalize on their opponent's struggles? We're in the midst of a thrilling contest between Hyderabad champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights, with the batting side currently on 187 for 9 wickets. The run rate has been quite impressive at 9.35 per over, thanks to some big hits from Harshvardhan Singh and Saranu Nishanth, who have contributed 31 runs between them so far. The partnership between these two batsmen is proving to be crucial in keeping the scoreboard moving, with 29 runs added in just 11 deliveries. The batsmen are rotating strike well, which will be a challenge for the bowling side of Anurag Nalgonda Knights going forward. However, it's worth noting that Akhil Rathod has been an absolute thorn in their side, taking 1 wicket and conceding 28 runs in just 2 overs. His economy rate is a concern, but the batsmen are handling pressure well so far. As we enter the final stages of this match, Hyderabad champions will be eyeing a big total to put pressure on Anurag Nalgonda Knights' batting lineup. Can they push past the 200 mark, or will their opponents manage to restrict them? The tension is palpable, and we're just getting started. The Mysore Warriors are now in a precarious position, with 78 runs and 5 wickets down after completing 12 overs. The run rate is a crucial concern at this point, standing at an underwhelming 6.5 runs per over. Vijaykumar Vishak and KP Karthikya are the last hope for Mysore Warriors to mount a comeback, with the former on strike now. Vishak has shown glimpses of his batting prowess, scoring 4 runs off 6 balls so far. The partnership between him and Karthikya is a crucial one, currently standing at 14 runs in just 10 deliveries. The pressure is mounting, however, as Praveen Dubey continues to keep the scoreboard moving with his tight bowling. The Warriors' batsmen will need to be extremely cautious to avoid further wickets, given the economy rate of 5.67 runs per over by the bowler. With 2 overs remaining in this innings, every run counts and every ball is precious. The Mysore Warriors are fighting for survival here, with their fate hanging precariously in the balance. If they can manage to push through this challenging phase, they might be able to stem the tide of runs conceded and potentially force a comeback. However, at this stage, it's anyone's game and the outcome is far from certain. Will Mysore Warriors be able to conjure up some magic, or will Praveen Dubey continue his impressive form? The tension is building, and we're eagerly awaiting the next development in this high-stakes match. What a start from the Anurag Nalgonda Knights bowler, Arfaz Ahmed Mohammed. A maiden over bowled by Saranu Nishanth, and it's a tight one, not a single taken off him. The pressure is on the batsmen from Anurag Nalgonda Knights to build some momentum early in this match. Saivika's Reddy is facing his first ball of the innings, and he's looking to get his campaign underway. But Saranu Nishanth has other plans, a dot ball to start proceedings. The run rate could be crucial for Anurag Nalgonda Knights as they look to take control of this match. What a start from Anurag Nalgonda Knights. What a stunning start from Saranu Nishanth. He's already given away a boundary on the first ball of his over, and now he's looking for some wickets to keep things under control. What a start by Saranu Nishanth, just a single taken off the first ball of this over, keeping the pressure on the batsmen from Anurag Nalgonda Knights. The scoreboard is ticking away for Hyderabad E-champions, who are now at 26-0. What a start from Aniket Reddy on behalf of the Hyderabad E-champions. He's got the batsmen off to a good beginning with a tight over, just 3 runs conceded. Now it's Abhurath Reddy's turn to take charge. What a shot that is. He's taking 23 runs off just 13 balls already, setting the tone for a big partnership between these two Hyderabad batsmen. They're currently riding high on a run rate of 9. 18, and they'll look to keep this momentum going as they face more overs from Aniket Reddy. What a magnificent start from Anurag Nalgonda Knights. A towering 6 by Abhurath Reddy that has sent the scoreboard soaring into double digits. That's a 29-run contribution so far for Abhurath off just 14 balls. The pressure is mounting on Hyderabad E-champions to respond quickly, but Sai Vika's Reddy seems cautious at this stage. The Knights' captaincy will be keenly observed in this crucial phase of the match. Can they maintain this momentum and put their opponents under intense pressure? Over 2's next delivery is approaching. Will Aniket Reddy look to continue his scoring spree or play a more defensive game? We're into the 3rd over now, and the Hyderabad E-champions are cruising along at a comfortable 10.67 run rate. The opening pair of Abhurath Reddy and Sai Vika's Reddy are looking very composed, with Abhurath scoring 29 runs off just 14 deliveries. He's been the more dominant of the two so far, but Sai is keeping him company nicely. This partnership has been going strong since the start, and it will be interesting to see how they continue to build on this momentum. The bowling side, led by Saranu Nishanth, is still finding its footing. The young bowler from Anurag Nalgonda Knights has conceded 7 runs in just 1 over, which isn't ideal for the visitors. However, he's still looking sharp and hasn't given away any wickets yet. The current score reads 32-0, with Abhurath on 29 and Sai on 3. The batsmen are taking their time to build a solid foundation, but it's clear that they're enjoying the batting experience so far. The atmosphere in the ground is lively, and the fans are eagerly waiting for the next few overs to see how this partnership unfolds. As we head into the next over, all eyes will be on Abhurath and Sai to continue their dominating display. Will they keep pushing the scorecard up, or will Anurag Nalgonda Knights bowlers finally find a way to break the spell? The tension is building, and it's going to be an exciting watch. The match is heating up with Hyderabad E-champions taking control of the proceedings. Sai Vika's Reddy and Abhurath Reddy have formed a formidable partnership, with 32 runs already on the board in just 3 overs. The batsmen are playing patiently, looking to build momentum before the bowlers can strike back. Abhurath Reddy is taking his time at the crease, running singles whenever possible, while Sai Vika's Reddy is more aggressive, trying to find boundaries. The partnership has been steady and strong so far, with both batsmen displaying good footwork and hand-eye coordination. Saranu Nishanth, the Knights bowler, has been economical but hasn't been able to break the partnership yet. He's been bowling tight lines, trying to get the batsmen to edge or play loose shots. But Reddy and Vikas are up for the challenge, showing no signs of weakness. The Knights' bowling attack is still looking a bit uncertain at this stage, with Saranu Nishanth being the lone bright spot. Will they be able to find their rhythm and start taking wickets? Or will Hyderabad E-champions continue to dominate? As we head into the next session, the tension is building. The batsmen will need to keep their cool, while the bowlers will look to capitalize on any mistakes. It's going to be an interesting few overs. We're seeing a dominant display from batting teams so far, with an impressive opening partnership between Sai Vika's Reddy and Abhurath Reddy. The latter has been in scintillating form, having already accumulated 29 runs off just 14 balls, while Vika's Reddy is chipping away with steady singles. This duo has now taken the score to 32, with a run rate of over 10 and over. You can't help but feel that this partnership is going to be crucial in setting the tone for the rest of the innings. The bowling attack from bowling team has been left exposed so far, with Saranu Nishanth's 1 over conceding just 7 runs and no wickets. The recent over statistics are revealing a bit of concern, with 4 maidens in a row before the single to Vika's Reddy. It's clear that the bowling team is still searching for their footing. The scorecard looks relatively straightforward at this stage, with no fall of wickets to report. However, it's worth noting that both batsmen have taken their time to settle into the game, which may be a sign of caution from the batting side. Will they continue to play aggressively or opt for more defensive shots? The answer will become clear as the innings progresses. The teams are currently in a relatively comfortable state, with plenty of time left to establish a strong foundation before the bowling team can make any meaningful inroads. It's an intriguing contest so far, and we're eager to see how it unfolds over the next few overs. And we're back in action here at the Hyderabad E-Champions versus Anurag Nalgonda Knights match, where Team Alpha are taking on Team Beta. The scoreboard is currently reading 78-5, with a total of 12 overs completed. The batting side has been putting up a solid show, with Batter 1 and Batter 2 forming a crucial partnership that's taken their score to 78 runs in just 5 wickets down. Batter 1, the aggressive opener, has been playing some beautiful shots, scoring 4 crucial runs off 6 balls so far. Meanwhile, Batter 2 has been steady as a rock, accumulating 28 valuable runs from his 26-ball stint at the crease. The partnership between these two batsmen is crucial in keeping Team Alpha's hopes alive. On the other hand, Team Beta's bowling attack has been quite impressive, with Bowler 1 having taken charge of the proceedings thus far. Despite giving away some crucial runs, he still kept his wickets tight with 0 scalps to his name. The economy rate stands at a respectable 5.67, which is definitely within the limits for now. The fall of wickets history shows that Team Alpha has lost 4 wickets in just over 10 overs, indicating that they need to be careful not to lose any more batsmen quickly. However, with Batter 2's solid form and Batter 1's aggressive batting style, there's still hope that they can stage a comeback. As we look ahead to the next few overs, it's going to be crucial for Team Alpha to rotate strike and avoid any further losses. With 6.5 runs scored per over so far, they'll need to maintain this tempo if they want to stay in the game. Can they pull off an incredible turnaround? The tension is building here. We're looking at a beautifully balanced partnership between Abhurath Reddy and Sai Vika's Reddy, who have put on 32 runs in just 18 deliveries so far. The run rate is ticking upwards, averaging an impressive 10.67, which should keep the pressure on the bowling team. Both batsmen are playing with caution, looking to build a solid foundation before taking on the opposition's attack. Abhurath Reddy has been the more aggressive of the two, scoring 29 runs off just 14 balls, while Sai Vika's Reddy has taken his time, running only 3 singles so far. The partnership is showing no signs of waning, and it's likely they'll continue to milk this run rate for as long as possible. The bowling attack from Anurag Nalgonda Knights looks to be a well-balanced unit, with Saranu Nishanth having taken the new ball and bowled just 1 over so far. He's conceded 7 runs at an economy of 7, which isn't too shabby considering the situation. But with the partnership still going strong, they'll need to find a way to break this spell and get some wickets. As we head into the next set of overs, it's anyone's game. Will Abhurath Reddy and Sai Vika's Reddy continue their dominance, or will Anurag Nalgonda Knights finally find their footing? The tension is building, and we're just getting started in this exciting match. We're in the midst of a thrilling opening session here at the Hyderabad E-Champions versus Anurag, Nalgonda Knights match. The batting side, Hyderabad E-Champions, are currently cruising along with no wickets lost, thanks to an impressive partnership between Abhurath Reddy and Sai Vikas Reddy. The latter has been the more aggressive of the two, scoring 29 runs off just 14 deliveries, while Reddy has chipped in with a more measured approach, contributing a total of 3 runs. The duo's current partnership stands at a respectable 32 runs, which is helping to boost their team's overall run rate. Meanwhile, the bowling side, Anurag Nalgonda Knights, have had a relatively quiet spell so far, with Saranu Nishanth the lone bowler to have faced action in this session. He's been kept quite tight by Reddy and Vikas, conceding just 7 runs off his 1 over. The batsmen are looking well entrenched at the crease, with no signs of waning momentum. As we head into the next phase of the match, it'll be interesting to see how the Knights' bowling unit responds to this partnership. Will they look to introduce some new faces or stick with Nishanth? Either way, Hyderabad E-Champions will be keen to continue their rich scoring form and put pressure on their opponents. And we're back in the midst of this thrilling match between Hyderabad E-Champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights. The batting team, looking to build on their impressive start, is currently riding high with a score of 32 runs for no wickets lost. Sai Vikas Reddy and Abhurath Reddy are at the crease, providing a solid partnership that's been going strong for 18 deliveries now. Abhurath has taken the reins after a calm and collected innings, scoring 29 runs off just 14 balls, while Vikas is chipping in with some crucial singles to keep the scoreboard moving. The bowlers are yet to find their footing, as Saranu Nishanth continues to struggle with his line and length, conceding 7 runs off a single over. The batsmen seem unfazed by the pressure, taking each ball on its merit and playing aggressively when required. This is exactly what Hyderabad E-Champions need if they want to dominate this match. The partnership between Vikas and Abhurath is proving to be quite effective, with every run adding momentum to their team's cause. As we head into the middle overs, the batsmen will look to continue their dominant display. Can Saranu Nishanth and his teammates stem the flow of runs, or will Hyderabad E-Champions continue their winning ways? The match is now all about how effectively they can build on this partnership and make it count in terms of runs. We're in for a treat here, folks. The batting team has kicked off their innings with a bang, scoring 32 runs off just 3 overs. Sai Vikas Reddy and Abhurath Reddy are taking it easy, looking to build a solid partnership that will set the tone for the rest of the match. Their current partnership stands at 32 runs in 18 balls, with no wickets lost yet. The bowling side, led by Saranu Nishanth, is still finding its footing. The Hyderabad E-Champions are facing some pressure, as their economy rate has already climbed to over 7 runs per over. But the batsmen aren't panicking, they're focusing on rotating strike and taking the bowlers apart with precision. We're seeing a mix of short-pitched and full-toss deliveries from Saranu Nishanth, trying to unsettle the batsmen, but ultimately finding them too difficult to deal with. The Anurag Nalgonda Knights captain is under pressure to take wickets, but for now, it's all about survival. With the scoreboard reading 32-0, this match has already shown signs of a high-scoring affair. Can the batting team keep up the momentum and post a big total? Will the bowling side manage to get some breakthroughs before lunch? We're in for an exciting afternoon, folks. What a dramatic turn of events. A boundary by Sai Vikas Reddy. That's the first 4 of the match, and it's coming at a great time for batting team, who are looking to make some serious inroads into the total. We're looking at a very even contest here between Hyderabad E-Champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights. What a start by Ilian Sathani. A well-placed 4 off the last ball of his spell keeps Hyderabad E-Champions in the hunt for an early breakthrough. But now he's facing a tough challenge as he returns to the attack. Anvith Reddy is looking solid at the other end, but can he handle the pressure? A good length and pace from Ilian Sathani, but the batsman is not looking to take any risks at this stage. He's opted for a single, just to keep the scoreboard moving, while Sai Vika's Reddy takes his time on the other end. The Knights bowler is trying to build some pressure, but so far, it's been a bit of an easy ride for the batting duo. Hyderabad champions are looking to take advantage of their early momentum and put more pressure on Anurag Nalgonda Knights. Can they keep this up? We're in the midst of a thrilling encounter between Hyderabad champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights, with the batting side currently enjoying a comfortable 49-1. The opening batsmen, Sai Vika's Reddy and Anvith Reddy, have set the tone with a brisk start, accumulating 18 runs at an impressive strike rate of 8.91 per over. Their partnership has been built on solid foundations, with both batsmen looking to establish themselves in this crucial match. Reddy's aggressive approach has been complemented by Vika's defensive solidity, allowing them to navigate the bowling attack with ease. The Hyderabad champions batting unit is now riding high on a 5-run partnership that has spanned 7 deliveries. Meanwhile, Ilian Sathani from Anurag Nalgonda Knights has so far restricted the batsman to just 1 run in his 0.3 over stint. It's worth noting that both teams are still searching for their perfect balance of batting and bowling strategies. As we head into the middle overs, we can expect some intriguing battles between bat and ball. Will the opening partnership continue to flourish, or will Anurag Nalgonda Knights introduce new faces to disrupt Hyderabad champions' momentum? The game is poised on the edge of a thrilling contest, with plenty of twists and turns still awaiting us. We're in the midst of an intense encounter between Hyderabad champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights, with the batting side currently enjoying a solid partnership. The scoreboard reads 53-1, with Sai Vika's Reddy leading the charge on 9 runs off just 9 balls, while his opening partner Anvith Reddy chipped in with 5 crucial runs off 7 deliveries. This duo has so far defied the bowling attack, showcasing a brisk run rate of 8.83. The Hyderabad champions batting lineup is looking strong, with several talented players waiting in the wings to make their mark. The bowling side, however, is starting to show signs of strain, as Anurag Reddy struggles to contain the opposition's aggressive play. His economy rate of 7.5 speaks volumes about the challenge he faces. As we move into the next phase of this high-intensity match, one can't help but wonder what strategies each team will adopt to counter their opponent's strengths. Will Hyderabad champions continue to exploit Anurag Reddy's vulnerabilities, or find a way to silence Sai Vika's Reddy and put the pressure back on their batting side? The game is far from over, with plenty of twists and turns waiting to unfold. We're into the 6th over now, and Hyderabad champions are in a commanding position against Anurag Nalgonda Knights. The batting team is cruising at a rate of 8.83 runs per over, with Sai Vika's Reddy and Anvith Reddy forming a solid partnership of 14 runs for no loss. They're rotating the strike well, keeping the pressure on the bowling side to take wickets. Reddy's impressive form continues, scoring 9 runs off just 9 balls so far. He's got the ability to finish games in big style, and his teammates are counting on him to see them through. Meanwhile, Anvith Reddy has contributed a handy 5 runs off 7 deliveries, keeping the scoreboard ticking over. On the other side of the pitch, Anurag Reddy is looking for his first wicket of the match. He's had a decent start with 2 overs of 15 runs and 1 wicket to show, but the Knights will be keen to get back into this contest. The pressure's on the bowling side to take some crucial wickets before the innings gets away from them. With 6 overs completed, Hyderabad champions have set their team up nicely for a big total. Let's see how they manage to build on this solid foundation and put some real pressure on Anurag Nalgonda Knights. The question is, can the bowling side get back into this contest before it's too late? What a start from Sai Vikas, ready for Hyderabad E-Champions. He's got the big shots and is taking the game away from Anurag Nalgonda Knights. The partnership between him and Anvith Reddy is looking solid, with 53 runs on the board in just 6 overs. That's an impressive run rate of 8.83, folks. They're playing cautiously but effectively, rotating the strike and building a strong foundation. Aniket Reddy, the bowling all-rounder for Knights, has taken 1 wicket so far, that of Anvith Reddy. He's been quite economical with his bowling, conceding just 15 runs in 2 overs. The pressure is on Sai Vikas to keep going and take Hyderabad E-Champions closer to their target. As we head into the next over, the crowd is buzzing with excitement. The batsmen are focused, ready to build on this solid start. Will they continue to play aggressively or take a more defensive approach? One thing's for sure, the tension is building, and it's going to be an engaging match. The game is underway here in Nalgonda, with Hyderabad E-Champions taking on Anurag Nalgonda Knights. We've seen a bit of a start from the batting side, with Sai Vikas Reddy and Anvith Reddy combining for 14 runs off just 7 balls. The partnership has been looking solid, but they'll need to keep the pressure up if they're going to take their scoring rate beyond 9 runs per over. Reddy is looking in great form, having scored 9 runs off just 9 balls himself. He's not taking any risks, playing patiently and letting the ball come to him. His partner Anvith Reddy has been more aggressive, trying to find boundaries early on. The total score now stands at 53 for 1 wicket. On the other hand, the bowling side is looking quite impressive. Aniket Reddy has bowled 2 overs without conceding any runs, apart from a single hit in the second over. He's been keeping the batsmen under pressure with his pace and accuracy. His economy rate of 7.5 suggests that he's still finding his rhythm, but it's clear he's got the skills to cause trouble. We're now at the 6-over mark, and both teams are looking relatively fresh. The score remains unchanged for a bit, but we expect some fireworks as this match progresses. Will the batting side be able to find more boundaries, or will the bowlers continue to keep them in check? It's going to be an interesting watch. And we're still in the midst of this thrilling match between Hyderabad E-Champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights. The batting side, led by Sai Vikas Reddy, is making a solid start with their opening partnership. They've already surpassed 50 runs without losing a wicket, showcasing the team's composure under pressure. Abharath Reddy is also contributing nicely at the other end, as they continue to build momentum. The bowling side, spearheaded by Aniket Reddy, has been quite economical so far, but hasn't managed to pick up any wickets yet. The current partnership stands at 9 runs in 10 balls, with both batsmen looking focused and determined to extend their innings. The run rate is an impressive 8.83, indicating a healthy flow of boundaries and singles. The team squads are well stocked, with experienced players like Pranav Varma and Ajay Devgaud available for the batting side. Meanwhile, Anurag Nalgonda Knights have a talented bowling attack led by Patkuri Nitish Reddy, who's been quite effective in containing the opposition's scoring. As we wait for the next ball to be bowled, let's take a look at the overall match dynamics. With both teams still looking healthy and full of life, this match is shaping up to be an exciting contest. The question on everyone's mind now is how quickly can Hyderabad E-Champions build on their solid foundation? Will Anurag Nalgonda Knights be able to contain them, or will they manage to snatch the momentum back with a few crucial wickets? We'll have to wait and see how this unfolds in the next few overs. We're in the midst of a thrilling contest here between Hyderabad E-Champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights, with Hyderabad currently holding the upper hand at the crease. They've got 53 runs on the board, losing just one wicket so far, courtesy of an Aniketh Reddy delivery that swung in and hit the stumps. Saivika's Reddy is leading the charge, having smashed 9 runs off just 9 balls, while his partner Anvith Reddy chipped in with a more measured 5-run contribution. The partnership has been built on some solid defense from both batsmen, allowing them to rotate strike and keep the scoreboard ticking. The bowling side, led by Aniketh Reddy, is looking a bit rusty at this stage, having conceded 15 runs off just 2 overs. However, they'll be eager to stem the flow of runs and get back into the game. As we look ahead, Hyderabad will be keen to keep their momentum going and build on this solid foundation. They've got some quality batsmen in the lineup who can take this partnership to new heights. Meanwhile, Anurag Nalgonda Knights will need to regroup and come up with a plan to get back into the hunt. Can they stem the tide of runs and make this contest more competitive? We'll have to wait and see how the rest of the innings unfolds. What an intriguing contest we have here between Hyderabad E-champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights. The batsmen are off to a blistering start, with Sai Vika's Reddy taking charge for the visiting side. The 9-run partnership is already looking substantial, showcasing the quality of the batting lineup. Meanwhile, back at the bowler's end, Aniketh Reddy has been struggling to contain the opposition. His economy rate stands at a concerning 7.5, and he's conceded 15 runs off just 2 overs. The home team, however, is looking to counterattack with some solid defensive play from their top batsmen. Abharath Reddy and Vaishnav Reddy have been watching from the non-striking end, waiting for a scoring opportunity. The Knights bowlers are being tested thoroughly, and it will be interesting to see how they adapt to this pace. The wicketkeeper's gloves haven't been needed yet, which is music to the ears of both teams. As we approach the 7-over mark, let's take a look at the scoreboard. Hyderabad E-champions have 53 runs on the board with just 1 wicket down. The run rate is an impressive 8.83, indicating that this contest could get even more exciting in the hours to come. We're now entering the 7th over, and Aniketh Reddy will look to stem the flow of runs from the other end. Will he be able to contain Saivika's Reddy's aggressive batting? The tension is building. Folks, let's see how this unfolds. What a start to this contest between Hyderabad E-champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights. The batting side, Hyderabad E-champions, are currently in a dominant position, with Sai Vika's Reddy and Anvith Reddy taking center stage. The duo has already racked up 14 runs off just 16 balls, showcasing their impressive partnership. Vika's is looking sharp, having scored 9 runs off his 9 deliveries, while Anvith chipped in with a few crucial runs as well. The bowling side, led by Aniketh Reddy, has been quite effective so far, but they can't keep the pressure on Hyderabad E-champions indefinitely. Aniketh has bowled 2 overs, conceding just 15 runs, but that economy rate of 7.5 is a concern for the bowling team. With 6 overs completed, the run rate is looking healthy at 8.83, and it's clear that the batting side is well on course to post a competitive total. The partnership between Vika's and Anvith has been instrumental in this regard, and it will be interesting to see how they continue to build their innings. As we head into the 7th over, the Hyderabad E-champions batsmen are looking confident, but the bowling team can't afford to let their guard down. Can Aniketh Reddy and his teammates stem the flow of runs and take Hyderabad E-champions down a peg? The tension is building, folks. The pressure's on Ilgani Gaud here as he faces the big man Anvith Reddy. No run off the last ball, but the batsman is looking to rotate strike and build a solid partnership with his opening partner Gajagu Ganesh. What a start by Ilgani Gaud. He's kept things in check so far, but that 4 off Anvith Reddy has given the batting team some much-needed momentum. The scoreboard is now showing a healthy 18 runs, and the run rate is ticking upwards at 9. This could be a crucial over for the bowling side. can they contain this aggressive batting duo? The question on everyone's mind is, how will Anvith Reddy continue after that big four? Will he try to take more risks or play it safe? The batsman needs to think carefully about his strategy, as 18 runs in just 10 balls is a great foundation, but not enough to get the team to safety. And for Ilgani Varun Goud, can he maintain this level of intensity and keep the batsman under pressure? What's next? Will we see some more boundaries, or will the batting team start to take its foot off the gas pedal? The tension is building, let's find out. We're into the later stages of this crucial match between Hyderabad champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights, with the batting team currently enjoying a blistering run rate of 9.41. They've taken advantage of a slightly slower pitch to unleash some potent strokes, leaving the bowlers scrambling to keep up. Abharath Reddy and Sai Vikas Reddy have forged a vital partnership, scoring 23 runs in just 12 deliveries, with Ganesh and Anvith Reddy chipping in at the other end. The batsmen are looking relaxed, taking their time to build a solid foundation for a potential big total. Meanwhile, the bowling team, led by Ilian Sathani, is struggling to make an impact. Despite conceding just 10 runs off his 1.3 overs, the economy rate remains a concern at 6.7. The batsmen are taking full advantage of the loose balls, sending them through mid-wicket and square leg with ease. The current score reads 82, with Ganesh and Anvith Reddy playing the anchor role. This partnership has been crucial in pushing the run rate up a notch, putting pressure on the opposition to respond. It's an intriguing contest, with both teams vying for a significant advantage. Can the bowling team stem the tide and restrict the batting team's progress? The tension is palpable as we await their next move. We're in for an absolute treat here in Hyderabad champions versus Anurag Nalgonda Knights. The batting side, led by Gajagu Ganesh and Anvith Reddy, has been putting on a show, with their partnership currently standing at 23 runs off just 12 deliveries. That's a run rate of 9.41, folks, which is simply not going to be enough for the bowlers from Anurag Nalgonda Knights. Gajagu Ganesh has been the aggressor here, scoring 4 quick-fire runs off just 4 balls, while Anvith Reddy has chipped in with a more measured approach, scoring 23 off 15 deliveries. The Hyderabad champions batsmen are handling the pressure well, but one can't help but wonder how long this partnership will last. On the other hand, Ilian Sathani from Anurag Nalgonda Knights has been quite economical, conceding just 10 runs in his first 3 overs. However, he's also managed to keep the batsmen under pressure, and it remains to be seen whether they can build on this momentum going forward. One thing that's caught my eye is the Hyderabad champions batting figures. Abharath Reddy has been struggling with a slow run rate, while Sai Vikas Reddy has looked more composed. Meanwhile, Vaishnav Reddy and Pranav Varma have been playing some attractive shots, keeping the scoreboard ticking over. But it's all about the partnerships here. If Hyderabad champions can build on this momentum, they might just be able to post a total that Anurag Nalgonda Knights will struggle to chase. The question is, how long can they keep this partnership going? And we're back in the midst of this thrilling match between Hyderabad champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights. The scoreboard now reads 82, with Gajagu Ganesh and Anvith Reddy taking their respective turns at the crease. What a start to the innings from these two batsmen. They've built up a solid partnership of 23 runs in just 12 deliveries, showcasing excellent shot selection and defensive skills. On the other hand, the bowling side is looking to regain control. Ilian Sathani has stepped up, completing his first over with 10 runs conceded at an economy rate of 6.7. This might not be the most economical spell, but it's a great effort from the young bowler. The batting team's run rate stands at a respectable 9.41, indicating they're on track to post a competitive total. With Ganesh and Anvith still at the crease, Their partnership will be crucial in determining how quickly they can accelerate. Meanwhile, the bowling side is keenly eyeing the wickets, hoping to pick up a breakthrough before the innings gets away from them. As we head into the next phase of the match, it's essential for both teams to maintain focus and stay committed to their strategies. Will Ganesh and Anvith continue to dominate, or will the bowlers find a way to break through? The tension is building, folks. We're in for an exciting ride as these two teams clash in this crucial encounter. And what a start we've seen from Hyderabad champions. They're looking to make a statement here in front of their home crowd, but Anurag Nalgonda Knights are not going down without a fight. The batting pair is doing a great job of rotating strike and keeping the scoreboard ticking over. Gajagu Ganesh and Anvith Reddy have formed an impressive opening partnership, with 23 runs scored off just 12 deliveries. The run rate is already climbing at 9.41, putting pressure on the bowling team to keep up. The bowling attack for Hyderabad champions looks solid, but they're facing a tough challenge here. Ilian Sathani's economy rate has jumped to 6.7 after a costly over, and it'll be interesting to see how their captain navigates this situation. Meanwhile, Anvith Reddy is looking in great nick, having scored 23 runs off just 15 balls. The partnership between these two batsmen is crucial at the moment, and they'll need to keep it going if Hyderabad champions want to establish a strong foundation. As we head into the middle overs, the tension will only build. Will Anurag Nalgonda Knights be able to stem the flow of runs and get their batting lineup back on track? Or can Hyderabad champions continue to pile on the pressure and keep their opposition guessing? The world is watching as these two teams battle it out, and we're just getting started. We're now in the midst of an exciting partnership between Anvith Reddy and Apurath Reddy for Hyderabad champions, who's taking it upon himself to accelerate the scoring rate. With a partnership of 23 runs in just 12 balls, the batting side is looking to build momentum at this crucial stage. The current score reads 82, with Ganesh and Anvith providing stability and a solid foundation. Let's take a look at the bowling figures from Ilian Sathani, who's had a decent spell so far, conceding just 10 runs in his first 1.3 overs. However, it was a bit of a loose over, with 3 dot balls to keep the batsmen on their toes. The pressure is mounting for Anurag Nalgonda Knights, as the run rate continues to climb at an impressive 9.41. We're still a long way off from our target score, but every boundary and run counts in this match. Ganesh's 4 runs so far have been crucial, and he'll look to continue his form with Anvith. The partnership is showing no signs of weakness, with both batsmen playing beautifully. This could be the turning point in the game. Will Hyderabad champions capitalize on this momentum? What a stunning shot by Gajagu Ganesh. What a crucial over from Saranu Nishanth. He's keeping the batsmen under pressure with his economy rate of 8 runs per over. The bowler's got the game in her hands right now, and she's not letting up. An over bowled by Saranu Nishanth, and it's a single taken by Anvith Reddy, keeping the scoring momentum alive for Hyderabad champions. The batsman is looking comfortable out there, and with 26 runs already on the board, he's got a good platform to build upon. What a wicket! Saranu Nishanth gets the breakthrough for Anurag Nalgonda Knights as he catches Gajagu Ganesh off a well-directed short ball, leaving him with 12 runs on the board. That's a crucial scalp for the bowling side. Now they're eyeing the second wicket to put pressure on the batting team. Anvith Reddy and Pranav Varma are looking to build some momentum here. A single off Saranu Nishanth takes them closer to the 100-run mark, but Divish Singh's over is looking like a potential turning point. He keeps things tight with a no-run delivery to Anvith Reddy, but then... oh, what a freebie. Divish Singh bowls a wide ball that Pranav Varma will look to capitalize on. The batsmen are taking their time now, but the pressure is mounting. Can they rotate strike effectively and take advantage of those loose balls. It's getting intense out here in the middle. It's been quite an eventful start to this match between Hyderabad E-champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights. The batting team, led by Apurath Reddy, has made a strong statement with a total of 94 runs on the board. The partnership between Sai Vikas Reddy and Vaishnav Reddy has been the backbone of their innings so far, churning out 3 crucial runs in just 3 deliveries. Anvith Reddy is looking good, having scored 26 runs off 20 balls at a brisk pace of 1.3 runs per over. His partnership with Pranav Varma will be key to taking the score further up. With the wickets falling at a rate of 1 every 10 overs, the batsmen need to continue their momentum to ensure they don't fall behind. Meanwhile, on the other end, Divish Singh is keeping things tight for the bowling team. He's managed to concede just 2 runs in his 0.2 over stint so far, showcasing his impressive control and accuracy. The Knights' batting lineup looks formidable, but Hyderabad E-champions bowlers are putting up a great fight to get them out of trouble. With 30 overs left and 45 runs required, the pressure is mounting on the batsmen to take the game to its climax. Will they be able to overcome this hurdle? We'll have to wait and watch as the match unfolds. We're in a thrilling phase of this match now, folks. The batting team has taken advantage of a few loose shots by the bowling team and is making hay while the sun shines. They've got 98 runs on the board with just 3 wickets down, which is an impressive position to be in. The current partnership between Anvith Reddy and Pranav Varma is playing out nicely, adding 7 runs. We're now in the midst of an intense 10th over for Hyderabad E-champions, who are looking to accelerate their run rate and put pressure on Anurag Nalgonda Knights bowlers. The batsmen have been handling the pressure well so far, but the wickets keep coming at a high rate. With the score currently standing at 98-3, there's still a long way to go for Hyderabad E-champions in terms of reaching their target. The current partnership between Apurath Reddy and Vaishnav Reddy is looking quite solid, with both batsmen contributing valuable runs. They've built a partnership of 7 runs so far, which will be crucial in taking the game forward. Meanwhile, on the other end, Pranav Varma's quickfire innings has been a great relief for Hyderabad E-champions. The bowling side, however, is looking quite potent with Divish Singh being the standout performer. Having conceded just 6 runs off his 0.3 overs, he's shown great composure and skill in getting the batsmen to work hard for their runs. But with so many wickets still available for Hyderabad E-champions, they'll be hoping that their bowlers can keep up the pressure and make it difficult for Anurag Nalgonda Knights to get back into the game. The batting figures are looking quite impressive from both teams, with Hyderabad E-champions batsmen showing great resilience in the face of adversity. Now all eyes will be on how they'll build on this momentum and take their run rate forward. Can they accelerate quickly enough to put Anurag Nalgonda Knights under pressure? That's the question everyone wants to know right now. The momentum has shifted in favor of Hyderabad E-champions, who are now cruising at a brisk run rate of 9.33. With 90 runs required from 57 balls remaining, they're looking to seal this match with some big hits. The current partnership between Anvith Reddy and Pranav Varma is holding firm, adding 7 more crucial runs in just 4 deliveries. Anvith Reddy's aggressive batting has been a game-changer for Hyderabad E-champions, scoring 30 runs off 21 balls so far. His partnership with Pranav Varma will be crucial to take the team across the finish line. The batsmen are looking focused and intent on building a strong foundation. On the other hand, Anurag Nalgonda Knights bowlers have been struggling to dent the Hyderabad E-champions total. Divish Singh's 0.3 overs have yielded an economy rate of 12, which is alarming for the bowling team. The Knights need to tighten their lines and increase the pressure on the batsmen if they're to mount a comeback. With 10.3 overs completed, the match still has plenty of drama left in it. Can Hyderabad champions maintain their momentum and cross the target? Will Anurag Nalgonda Knights find a way to stem the tide? The tension is building, folks. We're still in the midst of an exciting contest between Hyderabad champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights. The batting side, currently riding high on a score of 98-3, will be looking to build a solid partnership to get them closer to their target. Anvith Reddy has been the standout batsman so far, with 30 runs off just 21 deliveries, while Pranav Varma's 2-ball stint is a welcome respite for the team. The recent over saw the duo add 7 crucial runs in just 4 balls, keeping the pressure on the bowling side. Divish Singh, the Anurag Nalgonda Knights bowler, has been quite expensive so far, conceding 6 runs off his 0.3 over stint. The economy rate of 12 is a concern for the team's captain, and it'll be interesting to see how they adjust their strategy in the coming overs. The fall of wickets history remains empty, indicating that neither side has lost any wickets yet. This is a testament to the strong batting performances on display so far. As we head into the next set of overs, the Hyderabad champions will need to maintain this momentum and take the game away from their opponents. With 90 runs still required in just 57 balls, the tension is building. Can they pull off an impressive win? The crowd is on the edge of their seats as we eagerly wait for the next development in this thrilling contest. We're back with the commentary, folks. The match between Hyderabad champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights has been an absolute thriller so far. Batting team is currently on 98-3, with a total of 90 runs still required from 57 balls. That's a daunting task, but the batsmen are looking to take it 1 ball at a time. The current partnership between Anvith Reddy and Pranav Varma stands at 32 runs off just 23 balls. They're taking their time, rotating strike, and trying to build a solid foundation for the team's innings. The run rate is currently a brisk 9.33, which bodes well for batting teams' chances of getting back in this match. On the other side of the pitch, Divish Singh has been quite economical so far, conceding just 6 runs off his 0.3 overs. However, it's clear that he's trying to keep things tight and not give away too many boundaries. The bowling team is looking to make the most of this opportunity to get back into the match. The fall of wickets has been relatively quick so far, with 3 batsmen falling in just over 10 overs. But batting team is still very much in the hunt, and they'll need to keep their cool and focus on building partnerships if they're going to get back ahead. With 57 balls remaining, the tension is palpable, but we can expect plenty of drama and excitement from this match as it unfolds. We're seeing an impressive batting display from Hyderabad champions, who are now at 98-3, with nearly half of their target still up for grabs in just over 37 overs left to bat. The strike has been evenly shared between Anvith Reddy and Pranav Varma, with both batsmen showing incredible form. Anvith Reddy is looking particularly sharp, having dispatched a total of 30 runs off his 21 deliveries so far, while Pranav Varma's economy is still relatively low, chipping in with just 2 runs from his brief stint at the crease. The current partnership stands at 7 runs, and it's still early days for this duo. Divish Singh has had a tough start to life as the bowling captain, conceding 6 runs off his 3 overs so far, with an economy rate that's already causing concern. The pressure is mounting on him to get some wickets and stem the flow of runs. But Hyderabad champions are not looking to lose momentum here. The match has been a high-scoring affair thus far, with the run rate clocking in at 9.33, making it an exciting contest for fans watching from home. The real test begins now. Can Hyderabad champions sustain this pace and see off Anurag Nalgonda Knights bowlers? What a turn of events! Divish Singh's introduction has brought some life into the bowling attack, but it's also given the batsmen an opportunity to accelerate their scoring rate. What a cruel blow for Pranav Varma. He was looking to build on that initial push from his partner Anvith Reddy, but Harshvardhan Singh has snatched it away with a sharp catch. What a massive six by Ajay Dev Goud. Another tight over by Saranu Nishanth, neither of these deliveries going past the batsman for a single. This bowler is really putting the pressure on the batsmen now that they've got 74 runs required from just 44 balls. What a vital over by Aniket Reddy. He's trying to stem the flow of runs and put pressure on the batsmen. A single off the first ball keeps Ajay Dev Goud positive, but also keeps the scoreboard ticking away. With 74 runs still required from just 44 balls, this is turning out to be a real nail-biter. Aniket Reddy's economy rate has shot up to 8.2, so he'll need to find some way to restrict the batsmen if they're going to make it back into the game. The pressure is mounting on Anvith Reddy too, with 37 runs off just 25 balls. He needs to keep his wits about him and not get out. The current partnership of Ajay Dev Goud and Anvith Reddy is looking a bit fragile at this point, but they can still build something special if they stay focused. Can they take the game to the bowler's doorstep? The tension is palpable here. What an exciting phase of play we're witnessing here. The batting side, Hyderabad champions, has got off to a blistering start, posting an impressive total of 115 for 4 wickets after 13 overs. Ajay Dev Goud and Anvith Reddy are the mainstays of this partnership, with the latter scoring 37 crucial runs off just 26 deliveries. The strike rate is an astonishing 8.85, showcasing their intent to accelerate the game. Saranu Nishanth, the bowling captain for Anurag Nalgonda Knights, has been quite effective so far, bagging 2 wickets and conceding only 24 runs in his 4-over spell. However, his economy rate of 6 is a bit concerning, given the target score of 73 runs still remains. The fall of wickets so far has been relatively calm, with no major scares for either team. Abharath Reddy, Vaishnav Reddy, and Ganesh are the other batsmen to contribute significantly in this innings. The partnership between Goud and Reddy is crucial at this stage, requiring them to build a solid foundation to take their team closer to the target. We're now 42 balls away from achieving that target, with the pressure mounting on both teams. Can Hyderabad champions maintain their momentum and post a competitive total? Will Anurag Nalgonda Knights be able to stem the flow of runs and restrict them to a manageable score? The stage is set for an intriguing battle ahead. We're in the midst of an exhilarating match between Hyderabad champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights, with the Hyderabadi side firmly in control at the moment. Batting team has posted a total of 115 runs for the loss of 4 wickets, showcasing their impressive batting prowess. The current partnership stands at 10 runs off just 10 balls, with Ajay Dev Goud and Anvith Reddy providing a solid foundation. The run rate is an impressive 8.85, indicating that the batting side is well on track to reach their target of 73 runs in the remaining 42 balls. Saranu Nishanth, the bowling captain for Anurag Nalgonda Knights, has been quite effective so far, having conceded just 24 runs from his 4 overs while picking up 2 wickets at an economy rate of 6. It's worth noting that the fall of wickets history is still blank, indicating that no batsmen have fallen yet. The recent overstats reveal a mix of tight and loose deliveries, with Saranu Nishanth's team having made some crucial inroads to limit the scoring rate. The batting side will be eager to continue their momentum while keeping an eye on the opposition's bowling attack, which is likely to become increasingly intense as the match progresses. Will they be able to maintain this high run rate and secure a convincing victory? The tension is building, and we can't wait to see what unfolds next in this thrilling contest. We're in a thrilling phase of this match between Hyderabad champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights, where batting teams Ajay Devgaud is facing off against Saranu Nishanth from the bowling team. The scoreboard reads 115-4, with an impressive run rate of 8.85 runs per over. This is a crucial phase for both teams, as they aim to build a strong partnership and post a competitive total. Goud has been in fine form, scoring 8 runs off just 7 deliveries, while his non-striker Anvith Reddy has contributed 37 valuable runs from 26 balls. The current partnership stands at 47 runs, with both batsmen looking to extend their innings and create a formidable partnership. Saranu Nishanth, the bowling captain, has been quite economical so far, conceding just 24 runs from his 4 overs, including 2 wickets. He's managed to keep the batsmen in check, but Goud and Reddy are now taking the game by the scruff of their necks. With 73 runs still required from 42 balls, the pressure is mounting on both teams. The batting side will need to rotate strike effectively and avoid losing more wickets if they hope to post a competitive total. What a thrilling contest we have here. The Hyderabad champions are well in control, having posted a formidable total of 115 for 4 wickets. Their run rate is an impressive 8.85, and they're now facing a daunting task of surpassing that mark to take their game to the next level. Ajay Devgaud and Anvith Reddy have been the backbone of this innings so far, with a partnership of 10 runs off just 10 balls. The batsmen are looking to build on this momentum, but Saranu Nishanth's 2 wickets in his 4 overs have kept things interesting. The bowling unit has shown some promise, particularly from Saranu, who has managed to keep the run rate under control despite conceding 24 runs. His economy of 6 is a testament to his skill and composure on the field. Now, it's all about how well the batsmen can navigate the remaining 27 balls to reach their target of 73 runs. The pressure is mounting, but this Hyderabad champions team has shown signs of resilience in the past. Can they pull off another stunning win? We're in the thick of things here. The batting team, Hyderabad champions, have posted an impressive total of 115-4, with a run rate of 8.85. That's a testament to the solidity of their batting lineup, especially after losing 4 wickets in the early stages of the innings. Ajay Devgaud and Anvith Reddy are proving to be the architects of this score, with a partnership worth 47 runs so far. The latter is looking particularly menacing, having smacked 37 runs off 26 balls. On the other hand, Saranu Nishanth has been the dark horse in the bowling department, claiming 2 wickets for just 24 runs from 4 overs. This match has all the makings of a thrilling contest, with Hyderabad champions needing just 73 runs to win it. The pressure is on Anurag Nalgonda Knights' batting line to stem this tide and set up a challenging target for their bowlers. Can they pull off an incredible turnaround? Only time will tell. We're approaching the middle of this crucial match between Hyderabad champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights, with the batting team looking to accelerate their scoring to put pressure on the bowlers. The scoreboard reads 115-4, with a healthy partnership brewing between Ajay Devgaud and Anvith Reddy. Goud has taken the strike now, and he's looking to build on his impressive 8 runs off just 7 deliveries. Meanwhile, his partner at the other end is playing cautiously, having scored 37 runs from 26 balls. The bowling attack for Hyderabad champions has been quite effective so far, with Saranu Nishanth leading the charge. The young bowler has taken 2 wickets and conceded only 24 runs in 4 overs, showcasing his potential as a game-changer. However, Anurag Nalgonda Knights batsmen have shown resilience in their fight back. The recent over stats reveal an interesting trend, with 6 consecutive dot balls followed by a maiden over. The pressure is on the bowlers to break this spell and create some scoring opportunities for the batting team. With 73 runs still required from 42 balls, every run counts in this high-stakes match. Can Hyderabad champions continue their momentum and put more pressure on Anurag Nalgonda Knights batsmen? What an exciting match unfolding here in Hyderabad. The batting team has been cruising along, with Ajay Devgowd and Anvith Reddy forming a solid partnership. They're currently trading blows, with Gowd taking 8 crucial runs off just 7 deliveries. Meanwhile, Anvith is looking calm and composed, having amassed an impressive 37 runs from his 26-ball stint at the crease. The opposition, Anurag Nalgonda Knights, has been struggling to get their batsmen out. They've lost 4 wickets already, but Saranu Nishanth's economical spell has kept them in check. The Hyderabad champions bowlers have been fantastic so far, with Nishanth conceding just 24 runs from his 4-over stint. The match is now entering its climax, with the batting team needing a further 73 runs to win. They're playing at an incredible run rate of 8.85, and it's clear they're not going to let this momentum slip away. The pressure is mounting on the Knights bowlers to stem the flow of runs and restrict their opponents to a manageable total. As we head into the final stages of the innings, every delivery counts. Will Gowd and Anvith continue their partnership, or will the Knights bowlers finally get them out? One thing's for sure, this is turning out to be an edge-of-your-seat match. The match between Hyderabad champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights has taken an exciting turn, with batting team currently in a dominant position. With 115 on board, they're building a formidable partnership that's not looking to be broken anytime soon. Ajay Devgowd, the current striker, is playing some beautiful cricket, scoring 8 runs off just 7 balls. His partner, Anvith Reddy, has been a wall of solidity, accumulating 37 runs at a sedate pace. Saranu Nishanth, the bowling captain, has been putting his team under pressure, having taken 2 wickets and keeping the economy rate in check. The recent over stats show a mix of tight and loose deliveries, but overall, Saranu is doing a great job of containing the opposition's scoring. The fall of wickets history remains blank, indicating that batting team has been well entrenched at the crease. With 73 runs required from just 42 balls, the pressure is mounting on both batsmen to accelerate their run rate without losing their cool. The current partnership of 10 runs off 10 deliveries suggests a solid foundation, but will they be able to build upon it and take their team closer to victory? The tension is palpable as this match hangs precariously in the balance. What a stunning dismissal! Anvith Reddy, the non-striker, falls prey to a beautifully bowled Yorker by Ilian Sassani. The crowd is on their feet as he gets out for a brilliant 40 off just 30 balls. The pressure is now back on Ajay Devgowd, who needs to take the game away from Anurag Nalgonda Knights with a big shot. The scoreboard reads 135-5, and Hyderabad champions need 53 runs in just 28 balls. That's a tall order. Can they pull it off? The tension is palpable as Ajay Devgowd takes guard, ready to face the next ball. We're just over halfway through this match between Hyderabad champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights, and what a thrilling contest it's shaping up to be. The batting team has been in top form, with 2 strong partnerships that have really pushed the scoreboard upwards. Ajay Devgowd is currently at the crease, looking to build on his 23 runs off just 17 balls, while Anvith Reddy provides a solid foundation with 40 runs under his belt. The partnership between these 2 batsmen has been crucial in keeping the scoreboard ticking over, and they're now taking it up another gear. The current run rate is an impressive 8.8, which is putting immense pressure on the bowling team to respond. Ilian Sathani's 2.2 overs have yielded a respectable 18 runs, but he's also lost his first wicket of the match. The batting side has faced only 5 wickets so far, and they're looking to build a solid foundation that will give them the best chance of victory. The bowling team, on the other hand, needs to regroup and come up with a plan to take out these big hitters. Can they do it? The tension is building as we head towards the end of the match. What a thrilling match we're witnessing here between Hyderabad E-champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights. The batting team, led by Ajay Dev Gaud's aggressive batting, has been making great strides. They've currently reached 135.5, with a run rate of 8.8 that's keeping the bowling team on their toes. The partnership between Ajay and Amvith Reddy is proving to be quite strong, adding 30 runs in just 24 deliveries. However, Hyderabad E-champions can't afford to let their guard down, especially with 1 wicket falling to Ilian Sathani's tight bowling. The Knights bowler has been economical so far, conceding just 18 runs off his 2 overs. It's a great sign for the bowling team that they're able to limit the scoring rate. Now, we have Ajay Dev Gaud on strike again, looking to accelerate the run rate further. He's already scored 23 runs in his innings, and he'll be eyeing to take the game away from the opposition with some big shots. Will he be able to do so? The tension is palpable as the crowd waits with bated breath for the next delivery. The match is reaching its climax, folks. With just 28 balls left to bat, Hyderabad E-champions need to score at least 53 runs to stay in contention. This could be a thrilling finish, and we're on the edge of our seats here. What a start for Ilian Sathani in this crucial over. 2 wides already bowled down the leg side, putting pressure on Vaishnav Reddy's defensive posture. A single taken by Ajay Dev Gaud off Ilian Sathani's tight line. The pressure is on the batsman to accelerate now, considering the target of 53 runs still looms large in just 28 balls. The current run rate of 8 requires an explosive 30-40 runs from this partnership alone. Can Ajay and Amvith Reddy deliver for Hyderabad E-champions? The crowd is on the edge of their seats as Ilian looks to bounce back from that costly wicket. The tension here is palpable, folks. We're witnessing a high-stakes battle between 2 teams, with the Hyderabad E-champions' fate hanging precariously in the balance. What will happen next? What a turn of events for Hyderabad E-champions. They've taken control of this match, reaching a total of 143.5 in just 15.5 overs. The strike rate is a blistering 9.03, and it's clear that the batting duo is feeling confident. Vaishnav Reddy A has joined Ajay Dev Gaud at the crease, and they're building on the solid foundation laid by their predecessors. The current partnership stands at 28 runs for 2 wickets lost. I must say, Ilian Sathani from Anurag Nalgonda Knights is having a tough time here. He's conceded 26 runs in just 2.5 overs, with only 1 wicket to his name. That economy rate of 9.2 is quite alarming for the bowling team. The batsmen are taking full advantage of these loose deliveries. As we head into the final stages of this innings, it's clear that Hyderabad E-champions have all but sealed their victory. They need just a few more runs to surpass the target, and it's anyone's guess at what might happen next. Will they go for the win or take a cautious approach? The tension is palpable, folks. A single taken by Vaishnav Reddy A off the last delivery of a long over. That's a crucial 5-ball stretch for Hyderabad E-champions now. With 44 runs still required from just 24 balls, every ball counts, and they'll need some bold stroke play to accelerate their innings. The pressure is mounting on Ajay Dev Gaud, as well. He's been playing patiently so far, but will need to continue the good work if this partnership is going to see him through. This could be a turning point in the match, folks. Hyderabad E-champions are fighting hard for every run, and now they'll look to take some more from Anurag Nalgonda Knights' attack. Can Vaishnav Reddy A and Ajay Devgaud build on this momentum and get their team back into the game? We're coming off that last over, where Hyderabad champions made some steady progress despite losing another wicket. The scoreboard now reads 144-5, with Ajay Devgaud and Vaishnav Reddy at the crease. The partnership between these two has been a crucial one so far, with Ganesh and Varma chipping in nicely before their dismissals. Ganesh's 25-ball 30 helped take Hyderabad champions across the 140-run mark, while Varma's 20-ball 22 provided some much-needed stability. The batting team will be looking to build on this momentum and get closer to that target score of 180 runs. With just 24 balls left in their innings, every run counts. In the bowling department, Aniket Reddy has been the standout performer with 4 overs under his belt, conceding only 32 runs at an economy rate of 8. He's had 1 wicket to show for it so far, but his experience and skill will be crucial in navigating these trying conditions. The bowling team, meanwhile, is still searching for its breakthrough. Jashwat Moat has been the most successful bowler with 2 overs down, followed by Patkuri Nitish Reddy's 1 over. The wickets have fallen at a relatively slow rate so far, but we all know that can change in an instant. As the innings enters its final stages, tension is building. Can Hyderabad champions get to their target score and secure a thrilling win? Or will Anurag, Nalgonda Knights' bowling attack prove too strong to handle? The crowd is on the edge of their seats, eager to see how this one unfolds. We're in the midst of an enthralling match here between Hyderabad champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights, folks. The batting side, led by Vaishnav Reddy A and Ajay Devgaud, is looking to build on their impressive start. Currently, they're at 144-5, with a formidable partnership of 28 runs for the non-striker and 9 runs for the current striker. The run rate is ticking up nicely at 9, and it's clear that the batting unit is in no hurry, taking their time to build a solid foundation. Meanwhile, on the bowling side, Aniket Reddy has been the standout performer so far, having bowled 4 overs for 32 runs, including a single wicket. The economy rate of 8 is quite impressive, considering the pressure the team is under. However, with the batsmen showing no signs of weakness, it's going to be an interesting battle between the two teams. The partnership between Vaishnav Reddy A and Ajay Devgaud has been particularly notable, with the latter's 28 runs off 19 balls showcasing his incredible form. The question on everyone's mind is, how will Anurag Nalgonda Knights respond to this onslaught? Will they be able to stem the tide and restrict the batsmen further, or will Hyderabad champions continue to dominate? As we head into the next phase of the match, all eyes will be on Vaishnav Reddy A and Ajay Devgaud as they look to take their partnership to new heights. The tension is palpable, folks. Can Anurag Nalgonda Knights mount a successful counterattack, or will Hyderabad champions continue to pull away? Stay tuned to find out. We're in the midst of an intense battle here, folks. The Hyderabad champions are looking to wrap up this match with a flourish, but Anurag Nalgonda Knights aren't going down without a fight. With 144 runs on the board and 5 wickets down, the batting team needs to accelerate their scoring if they want to take control of this game. Ajay Devgaud is currently in the non-striker's crease, looking to build on his impressive 28 runs so far. Vaishnav Reddy A is at the striker's end, trying to keep the momentum going with just 2 runs under his belt off 6 deliveries. The current partnership stands at a respectable 9 runs, and they'll be hoping to extend it further. On the other side of the pitch, Aniket Reddy has been the bowler in form for the Knights, conceding just 32 runs off 4 overs. However, he's managed to pick up 1 wicket so far, which is a significant boost for his team. The bowling team will be keen to keep the pressure on and prevent any further damage. We're now over halfway through the innings, with 24 balls remaining in this equation of 44 runs required to win. It's shaping up to be an absolute nail-biter here, folks. Will the Knights manage to restrict the batting team, or can they push across the finish line? The tension is palpable, and we're all on the edge of our seats waiting for the next delivery. What a tense over from Arfaz Ahmed Mohammed. 4 consecutive dot balls for Vaishnav Reddy, trying to keep the pressure off himself and his team. He's not getting the boundaries he needs with every ball, and now he's facing 3 consecutive full tosses. This could be a turning point in the match. Ajay Devgowd walks down the track, looking to play a pull shot. But this time, Arfaz Ahmed Mohammed has some pace on it. The ball is way too long for him, and he's forced to go back. Still, 31 runs have come off his bat so far, which is an incredible contribution. These 2 batsmen are now facing the threat of a wicket, but they're still building momentum. Will Hyderabad champions be able to chase down this target? The tension is palpable. What's going to happen next? Can Vaishnav Reddy get back into form, or will Arfaz Ahmed Mohammed keep his team in check? The stage is set for a thrilling conclusion in this match between Hyderabad champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights. With Hyderabad champions needing just 39 runs from 18 balls, the pressure is mounting on their batsmen to accelerate. The batting side has lost 5 wickets so far, but Ajay Devgowd's 28 runs off 20 balls has provided a much-needed injection of stability. Currently, Vaishnav Reddy and Ajay Devgowd are at the crease, with the latter looking to finish his innings in style. The partnership stands at 14 runs off just 10 deliveries, showcasing the batsmen's ability to rotate strike effectively. Meanwhile, Ilian Sathani has been tasked with breaking this partnership, having conceded just 27 runs from 3 overs. The bowling side is fielding a strong unit, with Gaurav Reddy and Patkuri Nitish Reddy forming a potent opening duo. The Hyderabad champions batsmen will need to be extremely cautious if they're going to pull off this chase. With the run rate currently sitting at 8.76, every ball counts and the tension is palpable. Can Hyderabad champions overcome this hurdle and secure a thrilling victory? What a thrilling match we have here. The Hyderabad champions are well in control, with batting team currently riding high on 149.5. We've seen some impressive batting from Ajay Devgowd and Vaishnav Reddy, who are looking to build a strong partnership and take the team towards their target. Meanwhile, Anurag Nalgonda Knights batsmen have struggled to keep pace, with 2 wickets down and 5 batsmen out of the equation. Ilian Sathani, the Knights bowler, has been quite economical so far, but his accuracy has been a concern. He's managed just 1 wicket in 17 overs, which is a testament to the solidity of the Hyderabad champions batting lineup. The Knights will need to tighten up their bowling and think about introducing some new strategies if they hope to get back into this match. With 18 balls left to bat, the pressure is starting to mount for both teams. Can the Knights batsmen mount a comeback? Will the Hyderabad champions continue to dominate? One thing's for sure, this match has all the ingredients of an epic contest, and we're in for a treat. The tension is building, and we can't wait to see what happens next. We're in the midst of an intense match between Hyderabad champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights, with the latter trailing by a substantial margin. The batting side has been putting on a show, with Abharath Reddy and Sai Vikas Reddy forming a crucial partnership that's helped them stay ahead of the curve. The current scoreboard reads 149.5, with Ajay Devgowd notching up an impressive 28 runs off 20 deliveries. Meanwhile, Vaishnav Reddy is looking to accelerate the run rate, having scored 7 runs off just 7 balls. The bowlers have been giving it their all, but Hyderabad champions batting lineup has shown remarkable resilience. Ilian Sathani, the bowling captain of Anurag Nalgonda Knights, has struggled to contain the batsman, conceding 27 runs in his 3 overs so far. The pressure is mounting on him and his team as the innings wears on. The match equation is looking ominous for the Knights, with 39 runs still required from just 18 balls. Can they mount a recovery, or will Hyderabad champions pull away to secure a comfortable victory? One thing's for sure, this one's going to be an exciting conclusion. We're in the midst of an intense match here at Hyderabad champions versus Anurag Nalgonda Knights, with batting team cruising along at a blistering pace. At the moment, they're sitting pretty on 149.5, having lost just 5 wickets to date. The current partnership between Vaishnav Reddy and Ajay Devgowd is looking quite solid, with the latter contributing a substantial 28 runs off 20 balls. Meanwhile, the bowlers are under pressure to keep things tight. Ilian Sathani has been the most expensive so far, conceding 27 runs in his 3 overs. It's worth noting that this match is all about building momentum for batting team. They're now requiring just 39 runs from the remaining 18 balls, which should be achievable with some smart batting and a bit of luck. The current run rate is an impressive 8.76, indicating that these batsmen are truly in form. As we look at the scorecard, there's no fall of wickets history to speak of yet, which suggests that batting team has managed to weather any early storms. However, with only 2 partnerships having formed so far, it's clear that they'll need to work on their rotation and communication if they're going to post a competitive total. The bowling side is still waiting for their moment to shine, but Ilian Sathani's economy rate of 9 suggests that he might not be the most potent force just yet. That being said, with the ball showing no signs of slowing down, we can expect the bowlers to up their game and try to stem the flow of runs. As we head into this critical phase of the match, the tension is building nicely. Will batting team continue to push on for a big total, or will the bowling side manage to restrict them? One thing's for sure, it's going to be an exciting finish to this one. We're now in the 17th over of this thrilling match between Hyderabad champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights, with batting teams still firing on all cylinders. The scoreboard reads 149.5, a truly impressive total that puts a lot of pressure on the opposing team to chase it down. Speaking of which, they're in dire need of a breakthrough. 39 runs are required from just 18 balls. The batting duo of Vaishnav Reddy and Ajay Devgowd has been the backbone of this innings so far, with their partnership worth an impressive 56 runs off 27 balls. The latter is looking particularly dangerous, having scored 28 runs off 20 balls at a silky smooth rate. Meanwhile, Ilian Sathani for Anurag Nalgonda Knights has been the most economical bowler, giving away just 27 runs off his 3 overs. With 5 wickets down, the pressure on the batting side is mounting, but they're showing no signs of wilting. The current run rate stands at an astonishing 8.76, a testament to their aggressive approach. It's anyone's game now. Will Anurag Nalgonda Knights manage to stem the tide and take control, or can Hyderabad champions extend their lead? Hyderabad champions are cruising along at an impressive rate, with batting team currently sitting pretty at 149.5. The partnership between Ajay Devgowd and Vaishnav Reddy has been a highlight of this innings so far, with both batsmen playing beautifully to take the score beyond 140. Gowd's 28 runs off 20 balls have set the tone for the team, while Reddy's aggressive batting has kept the scoreboard moving. The bowling attack from Anurag Nalgonda Knights has struggled to make an impact, conceding a significant number of runs in the power play overs. Ilian Sathani's economy rate of 9 is a concern, and he'll need to tighten up his lines if the team wants to restrict Hyderabad champions to a manageable total. The batsmen are taking their time now, focusing on rotating strike and avoiding any more unnecessary wickets. The current run rate of 8.76 is a testament to the team's dominance, but they can't afford to let their guard down. 39 runs still remain required in just 18 balls. The pressure is on, but Hyderabad champions seem up for the challenge. We're in the midst of an intriguing contest here between Hyderabad champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights, with Hyderabad champions needing just 39 runs to seal the victory in 18 balls. The batting side is currently on 149.5, with Ajay Dev Goud and Vaishnav ready forming a crucial partnership. Goud's 28 runs off 20 balls have been a stabilizer for his team, while Reddy's aggressive 7 runs off just 7 deliveries show the intent of his team to accelerate. On the other hand, Ilian Sathani from Anurag Nalgonda Knights has bowled 3 overs, conceding 27 runs and claiming 1 wicket with an economy rate of 9. This pressure on Sathani will be a significant factor in determining the outcome of this match. As we look at the current scorecard, Goud and Reddy are currently enjoying a 14-run partnership, which has been built over just 10 deliveries. The recent over stats show a mix of dot balls and singles, with the batsmen looking to rotate strike effectively. With the target score still within reach, Hyderabad champions will be eager to accelerate their run rate and put on more pressure on Anurag Nalgonda Knights bowlers. Can they manage to knock off the remaining 39 runs in the allotted time? The tension is building up. We're in the midst of a thrilling match here, folks. The Hyderabad champions are cruising along, with batting team currently on 149.5. That's a total of 14 runs taken by Ajay Dev Goud off his 20-ball stay at the crease, while Vaishnav Reddy A is chipping in with some crucial runs as well. These batsmen have formed a vital partnership that's got the champions fans on their feet. The bowling side, led by Ilian Sathani, has been quite inconsistent so far. The young bowler from Anurag Nalgonda Knights has conceded 27 runs in his 3 overs, with just 1 wicket to show for it. That economy rate of 9 is a cause for concern, and the champions batsmen are capitalizing on that. The target score, of course, remains at 39 runs still required from 18 balls. The pressure is mounting, but Vaishnav Reddy A seems determined to help his team get back in the game. He's taking it easy, playing some lovely shots and rotating the strike with Ajay Dev Goud. This partnership has been a real turning point for the champions, who are now looking to build on this momentum. Will they be able to pull off a stunning comeback? The tension is palpable, folks. The match between Hyderabad champions and Anurag Nalgonda Knights is heating up, folks. The batting side, Hyderabad champions, is currently on 149.5, with a formidable partnership brewing between Vaishnav Reddy A and Ajay Dev Goud. Vaishnav Reddy has been in scintillating form, scoring 7 runs off just 7 deliveries, while Ajay Dev Goud has chipped in with 28 crucial runs from his 20-ball stint at the crease. The batting team's run rate is a blistering 8.76, which is simply too fast for the bowling side to cope with. Ilian Sathani, the Anurag Nalgonda Knights bowler, has been tasked with breaking this partnership and snaring crucial wickets. So far, he's managed only 1 wicket from his 3-over spell, conceding 27 runs at an economy rate of 9. The match is now in its final stages, with Hyderabad champions requiring just 39 runs to win off the remaining 18 balls. The pressure is on the batting side to accelerate and cross the line before the bowlers can tighten their grip. Will they be able to achieve this? Can Ilian Sathani get his team back into the game? Stay tuned, folks. What a shot by Vaishnav Reddy A. Ilian Sathani's last 2 balls have been absolute crackers, and this 6 is the perfect response. What a magnificent display of power hitting by Vaishnav Reddy A. 2 6s in consecutive deliveries from Ilian Sathani are going to take some big strides for Anurag Nalgonda Knights' batting unit. The scoreboard is now a massive 183.5, and the required run rate is still manageable at 9. This means Vaishnav Reddy A has got the game on his side. What a massive 6 by Vaishnav Reddy A off Divish Singh. That's a boundary for good measure, taking it past 50 runs in just over 16 balls. This is turning out to be an all-out assault on the bowling side of Anurag Nalgonda Knights. The partnership between Vaishnav Reddy and Ajay Dev Goud is now well past the 50-run mark, and with that 6, they've got the momentum firmly on their side. With 189, 5 and 19. 1 overs, the question is how long can this run rate hold up? Can Divish Singh contain them, or will the batsmen continue to take it to the opposition's bowlers? The pressure is mounting for Anurag Nalgonda Knights' bowling unit now. The winning margin of 5 wickets seems a distant memory, but with just 1 wicket left standing, any loss could be catastrophic. Will Vaishnav Reddy and Ajay Dev Goud continue to dominate, or will the opposition's bowlers stage an incredible comeback? The suspense is killing us. What an incredible turnaround for Hyderabad champions. After being in trouble at one point, they've now posted a commanding total of 189.5, with Vaishnav Reddy A and Ajay Dev Goud leading the charge. The batting side has been in top form, with both batsmen displaying impressive skills to take their partnership to 54 runs in just 23 balls. The wicket-keepers have played crucial roles, too, keeping the opposition guessing behind the stumps. Meanwhile, the bowling attack hasn't been as sharp, with Divish Singh conceding a whopping economy rate of 13.4. The Knights bowlers will need to dig deep and find some inspiration if they're to trouble Hyderabad's batsmen. The batting figures are impressive. Vaishnav Reddy A has scored 41 runs off just 16 balls, while Ajay Dev Goud has chipped in with a solid 34 off 24. The run rate is now an incredible 9.86, making this a truly competitive match. Can the Knights bowlers stem the tide and limit Hyderabad's total? It's going to be a tough ask, but they'll need to be at their best if they're to pull off a stunning upset. We're in the final stretch here, folks. The Hyderabad champions are cruising along, their batting lineup firing on all cylinders. Vaishnav Reddy A is leading the charge with an impressive 41 runs off just 16 balls, while Ajay Dev Goud chimes in with a steady 34 runs off 24 deliveries. These two have formed a formidable partnership, putting on 54 runs together to take their team's total to 189.5. With the game all but won, the batting side will be looking to accelerate their run rate and put as much pressure on the opposition as possible. The bowling attack for Anurag Nalgonda Knights has been struggling so far, with Divish Singh conceding a whopping 29 runs off his 2 overs. The economy rate of 13.38 is a major concern, and you can't help but wonder what the opposition's strategy is in terms of rotation and field placement. The fall of wickets for Anurag Nalgonda Knights remains a mystery, as they've managed to keep their top 5 intact throughout this match. But with only 1 wicket taken by the bowling attack, it's clear that Hyderabad champions have been doing their homework on the opposition's strengths and weaknesses. As we head into the final overs of this match, it'll be fascinating to see how the batting team chooses to wrap up the game, while also putting pressure on the bowlers to deliver under pressure. What an incredible turnaround by Hyderabad champions. They've taken this match to its logical conclusion, winning by a comfortable 5 wickets. The batting team has shown remarkable resilience and poise under pressure, overcoming early setbacks to post a total of 189.5 in just 19 overs. Vaishnav Reddy A's incredible form continues to be the story of this innings, as he smashes his way to an unbeaten 41 off just 16 deliveries. His partnership with Ajay Dev Goud has been nothing short of spectacular, adding a whopping 54 runs in just 23 balls. The two batsmen have shown excellent coordination and patience, allowing them to build a strong foundation for their team's success. Meanwhile, the bowling side, spearheaded by Divish Singh, has struggled to contain the Hyderabad E-Champions batting lineup. The young bowler has had an inconsistent outing, conceding 29 runs in just over 2 overs at an economy rate of 13.38. His teammates will be looking to capitalize on this to secure a convincing win. The match is now all but over, with the Hyderabad E-Champions cruising towards victory. As we head into the final overs, it's anyone's guess how quickly they can wrap up the match and claim victory. Will they manage to bowl out the Anurag Nalgonda Knights for under 200? The tension builds as the crowd holds its collective breath in anticipation of the outcome. We're in the post-match phase now, folks. The match has come to an end, and Hyderabad E-Champions have emerged victorious by a comfortable margin of 5 wickets. It's been a dominating performance from this team, with their batting lineup delivering a masterclass display that left Anurag Nalgonda Knights reeling. The batsmen showed incredible resilience and composure under pressure, navigating the tricky conditions to post an impressive total of 189.5 in just 19.1 overs. The partnership between Vaishnav Reddy A and Ajay Dev Goud was particularly noteworthy, with both players contributing steadily to build a solid foundation for their team. For the bowling side, Divish Singh was the lone bright spot, but unfortunately, his efforts were not enough to stem the tide of runs. He conceded an economy rate of 13.38, which is just too high in this format. The rest of the bowlers struggled to make an impact, and their inability to take wickets ultimately cost the team dear. Looking at the scorecard, we see that there was a thrilling partnership between Vaishnav Reddy A and Ajay Dev Goud, which yielded 54 runs off 23 deliveries. This was a highlight of the match, showcasing the batsmen's ability to rotate strike effectively and build momentum. The overall performance from both teams has been impressive, but it's clear that Hyderabad E-Champions have taken the honors today. We can expect some lively discussions about this result in the coming days. What a game this has been! The Hyderabad E-Champions have dominated from start to finish, cruising past their opponents, Anurag Nalgonda Knights, by a comfortable margin of 5 wickets. Batting team has put up a valiant effort, reaching a total score of 189 runs in the allotted overs. The batting lineup has shown glimpses of brilliance, particularly from Vaishnav Reddy A and Ajay Dev Goud, who have contributed significantly to the team's success. Vaishnav Reddy A, in particular, has been in scintillating form, scoring 41 runs off just 16 balls. His aggressive batting style has put pressure on the bowling side, making it difficult for them to contain him. Meanwhile, Divish Singh from Anurag Nalgonda Knights has struggled to make an impact with his bowling. He's gone wicketless so far, conceding a whopping 29 runs in just 2.1 overs. It's clear that the batting side is in control of this match. As we look at the scorecard, it's evident that the partnership between Vaishnav Reddy A and Ajay Dev Goud has been instrumental in taking their team to this total. They've shown great cohesion and communication, taking the game away from their opponents. The bowling side will have to regroup and come up with a new plan if they want to stage any sort of comeback. With 45 runs required in just 5 overs, it's going to be a tough ask for them. Will they be able to pull off a stunning heist, or will the Hyderabad E-Champions continue their winning streak? The tension is palpable as we wait to see what unfolds next. And what a turn of events here. Hyderabad E-Champions has stormed past Anurag Nalgonda Knights, taking them down by 5 wickets in this thrilling contest. The batting team is now on 189.5, with just under 2 overs to spare. Let's take a look at the current partnership between Vaishnav Reddy A and Ajay Dev Goud. They're putting on a solid display, adding 54 runs in just 23 balls. Vaishnav Reddy A is looking particularly aggressive, smashing 41 runs off just 16 deliveries. He's got the big hitters on his side, and it's clear he's not afraid to take risks. In contrast, Anurag Nalgonda Knight's bowling attack has struggled to make an impact. Divish Singh, their main bowler, has conceded a whopping 29 runs off just 2 overs. His economy rate is a staggering 13.38, and it's clear the batsmen are exploiting his length. The fall of wickets here is quite interesting. With 5 batsmen gone, there's a lot of pressure on Vaishnav Reddy A and Ajay Dev Goud to see this out. But they're handling it beautifully, taking the game away from Anurag Nalgonda Knight's grasp. As we head into the final stages, it's anyone's game, but for now, Hyderabad E-Champions is firmly in control. The target score of 45 runs seems like a distant memory, with the batting team having already surpassed that mark by over 150 runs. It's been a dominant display from the home team, and Anurag Nalgonda Knights will be left wondering what could have been if they'd managed to stem the flow of runs earlier on. What a match we've just witnessed. The excitement is still palpable as Hyderabad E-Champions celebrates their 5-wicket win. What an innings this has been. The Hyderabad E-Champions have stormed past their opponents, Anurag Nalgonda Knights, with a comprehensive 5-wicket win. As we look at the scoreboard, batting team is now on 189.5, having reached a respectable total in just 19 overs. Ajay Dev Goud and Vaishnav Reddy A have been the main architects of this victory, putting on a partnership that has yielded 75 runs off just 40 balls. The batting team's run rate of 9.86 is a testament to their dominance. On the other hand, the bowling team has struggled to contain the opposition, with Arfez Ahmed Mohammed notching up an economy of over 10 runs per over. Despite conceding 40 runs in his 4 overs, he managed to pick up just 1 wicket. The recent partnership between Dev Mehta and Akhil Rathod was a crucial one, adding 24 runs off just 12 balls. As we look at the fall of wickets history, it's clear that this match has been a battle for supremacy. Both teams have shown great resilience, but ultimately, the Hyderabad E-Champions' batting depth has won out. With their victory, they've taken a significant step towards securing their position in the league. What a thrilling match this has been. And what a turn of events for the Hyderabad E-Champions. They've pulled away from the Anurag Nalgonda Knights, wrapping up the win by 5 wickets in a thrilling match.